Okay,
All right.
Calling bullshit
Passive
on that
insight.
one.
we're ready to go, guys.
There's a 31 insight.
That dude's totally telling the truth.
Oh, good.
Or is
Oh,
he
man.
lying?
I mean,
You're overthinking
I
it.
can't believe I rolled so poorly.
Story of
That's
lies.
unfortunate.
That's a way to combat such a high passive insight. Are you
That's a
overthinking
really-
Look
it?
at all those fucking positives. 14, 12, and 13.
That's a
Like-
really good. Oh, yeah. We should do that too.
what makes sure that your rolls are working?
No.
Just show your highest.
I should show my plus 14s.
Guys,
I mean,
you guys have higher pluses than me. I feel so underpowered. Can I have a buff?
Wow, I quit the campaign.
nope. Done. Goodbye.
I'm
You guys are all
joking.
uber powerful.
Can I get a plus 15 to every skill?
Okay, some of us are a little
Okay, you said
bit more.
okay.
Well,
Some of us are a little bit more powerful than our level would normally have us.
Yes.
Others
No, we're not.
are
Are.
dramatically more powerful than our level would normally
Does
have.
I'm a lot
34
less
hide
OP.
me from literally everyone.
What?
Lol.
I
He's
said
got
does
a-
a 34 hide me from literally everyone? I would have to roll a natural
would-
20
You-
on perception to see
You're
myself.
hiding
gonna say
in
you would have-
Wildemount right now.
I was gonna say you would pass your own passive
like,
first.
I could
Hiding
perceive that
from
if I rolled a
yourself.
crit.
You hold your hand out in front of you and you don't see yourself.
There you
But
go.
that's what
Is
how
it dark?
invisibility works, right?
Oh yeah, it's dark. You can't see yourself.
Is it pitch black? Yeah, because I use dark vision to see. I can't see myself. Makes sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zil can still see you.
Okay.
Yeah, Zil can see you.
We are live, guys.
Hi guys.
Oh,
Hi
perfect.
Tom. Not Tom, Bob, and not Bob.
We've been live for like
and-
2 minutes. It's okay.
Oh, sorry, we were slow on the hellos.
They know we do that shit.
It's okay.
She couldn't see me unless she rolled 34.
Okay, so last session, you guys murdered a banished vampire queen as she returned from
We
banishment.
shaved the queen.
We shaved the queen.
With a vorpal
Very
blade.
good queen.
You basically put her in a guillotine.
We absolutely wrecked her.
I
So
honestly, I
bad.
want to say it was closer to a Iron Maiden.
Yeah, very
I
true.
was it was more like a Gatling gun of arrows. Because there was like 15 fucking people there.
Yeah.
Plus us. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
a pincushion.
Yeah, she had a bad day.
She got shafted.
She had a bad day.
I love how she's like, I'm super powerful. Mm-hmm.
If she hadn't
Just
got,
like,
if she
no.
hadn't failed that banishment check, the fight would have been a little
I'm
different.
surprised you didn't give her legendary resistances.
That was my bad because she did have them and I forgot about them.
Oh,
And I'm not going to
yeah.
retcon a
Have
mistake.
it.
I'm not going to
I was
Every
retcon it.
single
literally-
spell,
like when I was trying to stun her, I was like, I'm just gonna try to get rid of her resistances.
right?
to-
I absolutely every single
Because
time
I
you
was like,
cast a
there's
spell
no way
on her.
she doesn't have these. And then you never use them. Like, oh,
I
maybe
totally.
She,
She had 3 of them, and I totally forgot to use them.
Oh my god, I'm
And-
I think
so
that was the only one
glad.
she failed. That and the stun.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
fell twice. I was so into the fight, I
That's so
totally
funny.
forgot. And she was passing
Oh,
all her
man.
saves for the first half.
I didn't
And
want to say anything.
I
so
know,
I didn't.
and you guys, it's totally your prerogative not to say anything.
I mean,
like,
I'm not here to tell you how to DM.
It's on
She
me.
says.
It's on me for failing
Oh.
to remember that. So, but yeah. So you guys defeated yourselves a vampire queen.
I just got a text from my coworker to check my Trinet email. So you guys can do your stuff, but I'm hoping that this is that they're how to apply to the open CSR position. Anyway, go ahead.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you guys literally just slaughtered the vampires, and we call. Oh, the mist rolled into the room, and you guys stepped outside and saw the fleet of dragon turtles descending on the fleet of Duskrose ships.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That was so cool.
Maybe now we can finish our breakfast.
And as well as an army of eels and sharks flying through the air, basically, coming down on the city. Pretty impressive sight.
Oh, fuck.
Everything okay?
Someone who works on my floor is a confirmed case of COVID.
Well, that's not good.
Hi, guys! Let's just...
So you get a vacation, is what I hear.
Okay, so let's wrap up the campaign because
I'm
we
gonna
got next week
die.
too. You're good. You're good till next week.
Okay. Well, we might be able to catch up to the solstice.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. So let's see here. Yeah. So you guys just witness the fleet basically getting sunk. Some of them are fleeing. Not all of them got smashed and destroyed. Probably about 10 ships managed to make it out of port and get away. But out of the 50 ships,
That makes me really happy.
yes.
Not to mention we killed their queen.
Yes.
10 of them got swifty.
And then you just watch as the sea elves on their sea creatures flying through this mist just fly in and basically wreck face across the entire city because the vampires did not see it coming.
That's what happened.
Weren't
That's
they at like war with
This
them?
is why you
for,
make
like,
friends with the
years?
elves.
They were at war, but they left.
I didn't think they would be like, where'd they go? Maybe we should go check.
I mean, to be fair, they were preceded by mist.
Well, the thing is they live in the Adamantine Reef Sea. We are so far south; they are way outside of their normal territory. They don't normally come this far south, except Zill, my friends.
Yeah.
I thought they had been fighting like a permanent war around that island.
Yes. There was 2 separate groups of these specific types of sea elves. Part of the group split off and went to the Adamantine Reef Sea, and the other half was all around the Sun Empire. Because
Yep.
the ones around the Sun Empire were looking for the immortal sun.
Of course.
And they
As you
were at a
do.
war with the Dusk Bros because the Dusk Bros was also looking for the immortal sun. And then the Adamantine Reef Sea ones were just kind of like, we're cursed, we're just gonna live with it, and we're gonna go set up shop in this sea here.
Okay, and they're the
Sweet.
ones who showed up,
This
Presumably.
is like,
or both of them.
This is all of them.
Oh.
this is probably all of them, I think, because now that the sea elves have had their
A
curse
reason to-
broken,
Yeah.
I think all of them went to the Reef Sea. I think is what they would have told you guys.
So, okay. When I leveled up, my character took a rest, so I don't remember exactly what spell slots I have, but I know
Okay.
I barely used any,
Yeah, you didn't use a whole lot.
because I didn't need as many.
Didn't we say we were gonna have a long rest
Well,
after that?
once the initial day's stuff was done, you can take a long rest. Yes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we already all did,
Well,
but
I meant after the fight, like we went back and rested, didn't we?
No, not yet. We literally
Oh.
stopped right at the end of the fight, the session,
Gotcha.
and I gave you guys a level.
Either.
I think I long
you.
rested. my
I think it
character.
automatically
I
happens
did
when you
too.
level.
Yeah, I must have because everything's.
There's
like, set to
not going to
max.
be any more combat today.
okay.
Okay.
Like,
Good enough for
you
me.
guys have finished the
Yeah,
combat.
I was
so,
like, because I only had like 1 or 2 key points, maybe at most.
yeah, you burned
Right,
through a
now
lot
I
of
have
key
all of them.
points.
And
I
you
was trying
stunned
to
her.
stun that bitch, and it worked somehow
It was
Great
excellent.
spell
with
slots.
her absurd fucking concept.
You hit her so hard she forgot she had legendary resistance.
You really did.
Yep.
It was pretty
Yep.
impressive. Anyway, so seeing a bunch of them of the CLs show up, Zill will try and see. You said one person came to the door. Was it someone she recognizes?
No, none of them came to the door. You guys stepped to the door to see what the mist was that was
that's
pouring in, and you see this happening, basically, in
Oh.
the distance. Because the Port Dupli is kind of built on a slope. So where you're is, you have a vantage point that kind of looks out over the port in a way, a bit. It's not like
Yeah, not gonna lie. Dion would have actually told everyone not to touch the mist because he had no idea what it was.
Oh yeah. Zill was probably flapping it away with her wings anyway. Oh, would you look at that? They made it.
But do you guys actually step out into the mist now?
Not yet.
Into the mist?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Nope. We are making sure every single one. We're double tapping literally everyone,
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that too.
Perfect.
especially her. We keep her head separate from her body, and probably would want to burn her body.
I want to see if she has any cool stuff.
Well, yeah, of course we're gonna like that sword she has.
Yep, she's
But,
got a great sword, called the Dusk Rose. I'll have to actually create it as
Wow.
a homebrew, but yeah, I have its basic stats. So
Well, that was quite a fight. Does anyone need healing?
there's several of the guards that are all wounded and bleeding, and
Right.
Remember, if
I
I need
mean,
healing or not.
I don't know what my hit
Leveled up.
points are at because I must have long rested, but 6 got beat to hell.
Yeah, I remember.
He'd just be standing there like fucking like bent broken everywhere and be like, I'm fine.
I was not touched. Please focus on the others.
I took 8 damage total the entire fight from a
I-
5th level spell, mind you.
Was only affected by one thing, and that was to miss Jorak.
Beautifully.
Yeah,
Yes.
few
I'd
times.
like to say
I
that
don't
my high
remember.
wisdom save gave me enough resistance to intentionally roll low on my hit to hit Jorak.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sounds
So.
reasonable.
Okay.
Zilla's gonna make sure nobody is on death's door.
There's probably a couple soldiers that are pretty wounded, but like they'll survive
Okay.
with a little bit of like minor healing, basically.
Okay. I'll throw a couple like first levels.
These
Cure wounds.
Yeah, these are the more elite of the army, because they're the ones that are guarding HQ, basically.
Yeah.
I thought
So-
this was an Inquisition hall we were fighting in.
Yeah, but it became HQ for.
For the
The
siege.
army. Oh, okay, gotcha.
The army has commandeered the Inquisition
So it was
Hall.
Inquisition and army that was in here.
No, the Inquisition is all assaulting Necropolis. All of the
Yeah,
Inquisition.
we're the only Inquisitors
All of
here.
them? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they
Just
all.
about.
Yeah, they all went. They basically turned into an
Gotcha.
army and went to attack Necropolis.
I completely misunderstood that.
This I actually did too. So you're not alone.
Yeah, I'll go around and lay on hands on people that
So
need
like
it. and-
there might be like a couple people like who aren't like fighting Inquisition members that are still at the
Okay,
Inquisition
that's
Hall.
what I was thinking. Was like all the support staff and people are like still around,
Yes, the support staff and people are
but
still
like
around.
the actual people like us who go out and do
The
missions
actual
and
like
whatever, they're all in Necropolis.
The rest
field,
of the Xenos family.
the field units. Yes,
Victor.
Victor and
Is
Wesley.
that what's his name? Wesley?
Okay,
Well,
They're in Necropolis,
Yeah,
right?
that's where we attacked when we did the one shot.
oh, I wasn't here for that.
yeah. You
I
guys,
don't think I did that.
nope.
Nope,
You
that was
guys,
them.
you guys
We were-
needed
Victor
a
and
day off.
Wesley.
We don't know anything.
Victor.
Anyway.
'Kay.
Demetrius, or what?
He would've- he
what
would've
is it?
come-
Commander General.
General.
As soon as she sees him, so we double tap all the bodies. I assume he shows up by then.
Oh yeah, he shows up in the middle of that. Once he hears the fighting has ended, he comes out of.
Yeah.
Because like at this point, like where they're at, he's too important to come in like engage in direct combat unless it's absolutely necessary.
General,
One of those kinds.
we here, and she'll just hand him the head of the queen.
He'll take it and be like, "Good work."
Perhaps we should let the rest of the Inquisition know. She says, tapping her arm down. Her Inquisition one, not her Arcane one.
He'll be like, they are currently sieging Necropolis. I do not want to interrupt them at the moment. When they send the all clear, I will inform them of what's happened, but it is best that, since they are not an organized militia, it's probably best that
We don't distract them.
we don't distract them. Yes.
She nods.
Yeah, because Inquisition's used to working in small squads with a captain. So
Should we at least let the High Inquisitor know?
I will inform him this evening. We've been keeping in contact every evening. He's been sending messages.
Aw, pen pals.
Well,
JK.
they're the
She did
two
not
highest
say
ranking military officials in the Empire, so
What? No way. No.
it's important to keep in touch with your higher ups.
Boss.
So
6 decapitates each vampire very easily.
yes. Okay. So for the rest of the evening, for like the next hour, you just listen as vampires are eaten and destroyed by sea creatures and elves.
Beautiful.
And Demetrius will eventually, at some point, order his units to advance into the port district and aid them.
Once most of the fighting has stopped, Zill is going to find whoever is in charge of the sea elves.
Yep. At some point, one of the dragon turtles would actually swim out to you guys, and actually, like a group of leadership would actually
Approach.
would come off, and you recognize one of them as the
general that we met.
Yes, the general you met. And he'll walk
Excellent.
up and he will what language did he speak? He spoke Celestial?
Yeah.
He'll recognize you.
others.
He'll recognize you and he'll come up and speak to you in Celestial and be like, "It is good to see you again, Ziliana."
General, I'm so glad you could make it. We greatly appreciate your aid.
It was a little tough getting the support of all the other Enclave generals, but we eventually came to the conclusion that these vampires needed to be dealt with.
Still nods. Do you have more among your ranks that I can help with the curse? I don't know if she was able to get every sea elf, so
I think you guys did get all the sea elves, actually.
Okay.
Because they all came out and met the Dirty Liar on its approach to Port Dupley. We forgot to, heavily roleplay
We didn't roleplay it, but
that did happen.
okay. She just wants to make sure they didn't miss anyone.
As far as I'm aware, everybody who has wanted to be released of the curse has come forward and been so.
Still nods. Hey man, permanent fucking... I mean, it's not really birth control, because you can still have the babies. They just die. It's pretty fucked up.
It's pretty brutal.
Anyway.
But
cool.
He'll inform you that actually all of the sea elves that were in the Sun Empire have left and have rehomed themselves in the Adamantine Reef Sea.
Good. I'm very happy to hear it. If you do find any others who are cursed, sea elf or otherwise, let them know.
I will. I'm sure many will hear once this curse of clouds has been dispersed.
Yes, I would like to get that done quickly. And she will turn to, I assume, the gang is here?
Yeah.
There's a gang.
So who speaks
You're right.
Celestial?
We fight them.
Is that everyone except for Jorak?
I'm
I've
pretty
been just
sure.
cursing an orc. while like smiling and nodding.
Wait, what was the question?
So, do you speak Celestial,
Speaks-
6?
He
Yes.
does.
Okay, so everybody except for Jorak heard that conversation.
And I've just been like nodding and smiling and cursing an orc while kind of like saying it like politely. The whole time. That's all I've been doing while they've been speaking Celestial.
I'm just staring at Jorak while he's doing this. Just like, what the fuck?
It's very charismatic, very nice, very
Can I-
approaching.
Can I make
But
an
it
insight
just-
check?
Curse words.
Yeah, go for it.
It's
You're-
fine if it's a disadvantage since I don't speak the language and he is acting.
So,
Well-
Jorak, make a performance check. Dion, you make an insight check. Ooh.
22.
Ooh.
Ooh. There it is. Natural 20. Here it comes.
Oh,
Here it comes. Nope.
You roll a 16.
Zill has advantage because he's
Zill.
Apparently I rolled twice.
Zill has
So why would
advantage
you have
because he's
advantage?
trying
You
to
don't speak
deceive
orc.
her.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to deceive
No.
anyone.
Yeah, you are. You fuck.
You guys have seen me do this. Like last time, you guys all spoke Celestial, and I had no idea what was going on. I
So
did the
you
exact
know
same thing.
Jorak is upset that he's not part of the conversation because he doesn't.
Yeah, but
speak
I
I'm
don't
annoyed.
necessarily know exactly what he's doing.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Dion,
Well,
you just think Jorak is just talking to himself in another language because he feels left
Sweet.
out.
actually, noticing that he's talking in another language, Zill would switch the conversation to common.
Okay.
She doesn't want to make him feel left out.
Okay,
I
and-
rolled really low on that. Like my first roll was very low.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have a little conversation. The elves basically say, we've routed the fleet, and it appears that your forces have started to advance into the city and are taking the city back.
Oh, and we killed the queen.
Oh, really? That has been a challenge that we never were able to complete. And he looks over, and it's Demetrius is holding the head.
She
You're like-
actually died quite quickly.
He'll just nod and be like, "I'm glad we are allies and not enemies."
Sorry.
Why would we be enemies?
That is why I'm glad we are allies.
We wouldn't be 6. They're just saying that they like their head attached to their body.
Don't everyone?
Usually, yes.
Don't worry about it, 6.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
He will say that my brethren agreed to come and aid with the initial assault, but we will not be staying. We have routed the enemy, cleared majority of your port city, and we will be returning home.
Well,
What?
we thank you very
It-
much.
It is the least we could do for you, helping us break our curse and saving our species. Our race. Race would be better,
Yeah.
because they're humanoid, that's their species.
Also, I mean, they are. Yep. Save their souls. They're also no longer going to the abyss to be eternal bait.
Yeah.
Bitch bait for Thursdoom. Zill did not tell them that.
Yeah. You okay there?
Actually, yep, I'm fine. Zill would have not let any of them remain cursed, even if they were like, "We don't care." Zill would not have let them remain cursed.
They wouldn't have come to you if they didn't want to be cursed.
That's fair.
basically.
At that point, Zill probably, if that's the case, Zill would have made sure that they are aware that the cure is more than just for their offspring, but
Yeah.
also for
if
their souls.
if there was some that did not take the cure, it's less than 5%.
Okay.
Either because they are off independently and haven't heard of it, or they're just ones that refuse to leave where they were, like hermits kind of thing. They just stayed in. But it's very, very few, like probably less than 100 total.
Okay. Zill still encourages him to send any her way. Any cursed.
Yes, he will acknowledge it and say that will be arranged. Okay, and then he will basically say his farewells and thank you again and climb back up onto the dragon turtle. And
So long.
swim off. Oh,
Farewell.
you all notice, like, as you guys step
Good
out into the mist,
night.
because I don't think you guys actually went into the mist before.
No.
Nope.
But now that you're talking to the elf in the mist, you notice that your hair looks like it's doing what it does underwater.
Zill's wings feel really weird.
This mist somehow infuses the ocean and the surface together in balance and unity. So
Dion would have been the last one into the mist, and he would have blown it away from himself as much as possible.
Yeah, but
Well,
but like your clothes like move like they're underwater. Your hair moves like it's underwater when you move. But like depending on like certain ways, like sea creatures can swim through it. But you can walk through it without floating, basically, kind of thing. It's a strange, weird balance of magic. But
Zill smiles and does a quick, quiet prayer, silent prayer to, God, I can't believe I've forgotten her name. Umberly. Words are hard.
Okay.
Menorah.
Lol. Lol.
Happy Hanukkah.
Basically saying thank you for helping guide them here and bring them to help.
And within the next 30 minutes, the mists begin to fade as the sea elves and their entire fleet start flying off to the northwest and then diving into the ocean.
Zill is good at making friends.
Better than anyone else in the party. Well, maybe not war stories.
Lol.
Starts cursing in Orc again, while smiling and nodding at Dion.
Yeah, because I definitely said that in character.
Yep.
He knows.
Okay, so
He reads thoughts.
the rest of the day goes by, just basically the military finishing them off, and then you guys get your evening.
Yay!
So this would be where you guys take your long rest. Who's all sleeping tonight?
Definitely not Zill.
Sleeping tonight.
I'm pretty sure
was
6
not
needed
sleeping?
it. I don't remember what I was at, but I need it.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna eat. And
Is there a
drink something.
specific reason why we wouldn't sleep?
I don't know if you wouldn't sleep or not.
Zill wouldn't sleep.
Just a
I'm
question that makes me uncomfortable, that's all.
I'm
Well-
asking for the reason of Zill
not like
doesn't need to
vampires are
sleep
gonna
and
break
6 doesn't need to sleep. But
I have 2
Can if
levels
you
of
choose.
exhaustion. I'm
that
like
is
the most
that
tired
is
as
why
I've
I'm
seen
asking.
I'm pretty sure
Actually-
I was down on spells. So
Dion didn't even get hit, so he still has to sleep.
Yes, I know Dion has to sleep, but sometimes, occasionally, Dion will be like, "Hey, I'm not going to sleep." tonight."
If I
That's
don't
fair.
need to
I don't have a reason to.
regenerate spells or health, there's no reason for 6 to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Those are the only reasons.
Did I
he
take
needs
the
a
other
long
spell
rest.
I was thinking about taking? No, I took this spell. Never mind.
Okay.
DM, I have a question.
Yes.
This will determine whether or not I took this spell. The spell Holy Weapon.
Mhm.
You imbue a weapon you touch with holy power until the spell ends. The weapon, blah 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 blah. Can I do that to 6's fist?
Yeah.
And or his Vorpal Blade.
Does it
Wait,
say
what
you
does
can
it do?
target a magical weapon? Or does it just say a
If-
weapon?
If the weapon isn't already magical, it becomes one magical for the duration. So
Okay.
it says that it implies that I can. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Does
Perfect.
it give me like a +1, or does it just make it magical? Because my punching attacks are already magical. Because monk.
You get an extra 2d8
Oh,
radiant
hell
damage
yeah.
per hit.
Oh.
Fuck yeah, give me that shit.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
Jesus
Caduceus
Christ.
cast
I was
that
like, if
on
it just
Bo
make
at one
it magical,
point.
I don't need
Oh
it. But
yeah,
if
they
it does
totally
that,
did.
fuck
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Can I cast it on? Right. So if I was gonna say if I twin cast it, can I cast it on his Vorpal Blade and his fist? Because
Oh,
Two different targets, yeah. Two different weapons.
those are two different. Well,
Oh my god.
he can flurry of blows. Technically, so can
Yeah.
Dion, I
I was gonna
suppose.
say, so can I.
Yeah, how many times can you do it though?
Enough.
Well,
More times than we need to during a fight.
usually, yeah. Anyway, and yeah, I could do it to either of you. I could make Dawn even holier. Sorry. It really just depends on who I'm close to, because that's a touch.
Yeah,
And it's a bonus action, which is really cool.
that is pretty awesome. Cool.
Anyway,
Okay.
that's it.
Cool. So, this evening. So, Dion.
Yeah.
You have a dream tonight. Would you like to do this in whispers, or would you like to do this in the group?
Nah, I don't sleep. Just kidding. I don't know. That's a hard question to answer ahead of time. So I guess whispers, since you're asking me.
Okay. Cool.
Well, if that's the case, I am going to step out of the room
Okay.
and mute myself.
Okay.
Dion, come get me when you're ready. Hi.
Hello.
I just dragged you over here.
Yes. 6 was in the wrong room.
Okay. So.
Just
this-
you, me, Bob, not Bob, and Tom.
Yeah. So this night, you find yourself drifting off to sleep. You begin dreaming. You see, in this dream, you see all of your family, except for Zoe. And you see the entire party. When out of the darkness steps a shadow and comes before you, holds out a hand, and gesturing towards Zil. You're watching this in third person, so you're seeing yourself.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I misheard a phrase there. A figure from the shadow comes towards me and reaches out a hand?
A shadow,
So-
a shadow, basically. It's a figure made of shadow. You can't
Gotcha, okay.
discern what it looks like. You can't discern what this person looks like. But they hold out a hand, and you're also witnessing this from above, kind of like in like a out of body.
It's like I'm
experience.
watching a movie. Yeah,
Yes.
I gotcha. Sorry, a play.
Yes.
Whatever a movie is.
The figure holds out his hand, and you hear the words, "Relinquish the sun, or you all will vanish."
Sorry, vanish? Vanish?
Vanish.
Okay.
Zil refuses, and you watch as
Oh, it's not just to me. Okay, so
it's directed at the Zil in your dream.
okay.
Is who you can tell who he's talking to. She's the focus. You're just watching, and you watch as Heracles begins to fade from your vision, and he vanishes.
No great knows that.
He'll then ask again, and this time she'll refuse, and Iskander will vanish. he'll ask again. And this continues all the way down the line until last Alistair vanishes. And you're the last Xenos in this dream.
And you said Zoe was not in the dream.
Zoe is not in the dream.
Okay.
He'll ask one more time. She'll refuse. 6 will vanish. He'll ask again. She'll refuse, and Jorak will vanish. One last time he'll ask, and she'll refuse.
Can I hear the voice?
You've never heard the voice before.
Okay. So it's not the voice I heard in a separate dream?
No.
Okay.
And you will vanish. And Zill will remain there alone. And you watch as the figure walks up and pulls out a sword and plunges it into Zill. And then your vision fades to total blackness. No more light. And then you'll wake up.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to jump back over. Or
Yeah,
did you have
let
any
me grab-
questions?
Not that I can't do in character.
Okay, perfect.
So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab Zill.
That like they don't need to keep up regularly to like maintain the chemistry that they developed in the movie. It was incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes. He's grabbing Zill.
So
I'm back.
the first thing is
Sorry.
Zill in the room with Dion?
Always. Every night. She's actually probably sketching him while he sleeps.
Okay.
He probably was having a bad dream.
Yeah, I mean
Zill
it's pretty
was-
common, but
Probably sitting next to him, giving him head scritchies and touchies while he was sleeping.
it wasn't working this time.
Oh no.
In fact, he woke up and he had tears on his face. He didn't. Actually, he probably reached out and shouted your name, which I'm not going to do on the mic because
Thank you.
ears.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, she was sitting right in front of him, so he probably.
Well,
actually
he didn't
found
know
her.
where she was. Like
Right. I mean, he probably actually found her.
he might have accidentally like slapped her in the chest, reaching for her. or something.
Dion, it's okay. I'm right here.
Hey.
Dion, what was it? It's just a dream, but
Yeah, just a bad dream.
Dion,
Maybe.
we both know that dreams aren't always just dreams.
I'm gonna have a conversation.
Do you need the room?
No, I don't think so. I'm so bad at this. Dear Palor, our god of light and good stuff,
Zill's
was
trying
that
really hard not to chuckle.
dream from you? And or was that dream more than a dream? You can reply to this message.
You'll feel a comforting warmth, but there's some apprehension behind it.
That is comforting, but
But that's all you get.
You ever wish sometimes you could just forget things?
Still chuckles. I mean, sometimes I suppose, but knowledge is.
Do you know of a being of shadow?
Zill flips through her sketchbook. We saw a demon, or in Zill's memory, there was a.
P.S. Can I trust my little sister? And he's looking up at the ceiling.
Your sister? GM, he's asking Paylor.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
staring at the ceiling, just searching.
He's literally, it's really cute.
There's
And he's like awkwardly making different hand clasping
you get
gestures. Like
you get
he doesn't know how to hold them.
you get a comforting warmth.
Some Shinpo stuff in there. I get a comforting warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I can trust Zoe. I was a little worried. I saw everyone in my family in my dream except for Zoe.
Not looking at him, but slowly flipping through her notebook to the
And
first
bad
page.
things were happening.
What sort of bad things?
Like they were being caused to. Sorry, I need my hands. They were being caused to vanish. I believe is the specific word that was used.
Say, I out of your...
Vanish.
Vanish is what you witnessed. The words were never said.
Oh.
Sorry. Like, I said it.
Okay.
I said it as the GM describing the scene, but they just faded.
So then what was the conversation? Because that was part of the actual conversation you said the two people were having.
Did I actually say that in the conversation?
Yeah. So a shadow walked up to you in my
Oh, yeah.
dream vision.
Yeah. He did say vanish, you're right.
Said if you didn't give up the sun, which I'm assuming means Palor. I could be wrong. Could be the object. Could be many different things. Fuck, I hate ambiguity.
Zilla is thinking S-O-N. That's beside the point. She doesn't say that out loud.
Good, because Dion would have had a very important question to ask you, which he does not. Because he has no reason to. Fuck, that made me lose my train of thought. Oh.
I had to explain to him what I
her
meant.
logic was hilarious, but I won't share it because it's anyway. The shadowy figure, which of course was not a seemingly specific person, and a voice which I did not recognize, asked you to give up the sun, and if you did not, people would vanish. I don't remember exactly how that was phrased. And you refused repeatedly. Every time you refused, someone disappeared until you were the only one left. And I saw every single person from my family and our squad there, except for my little sister Zoe. And you refused until everyone was gone, except for yourself and the shadow. And you refused one more time. And it was not pleasant for you.
Not
I've
pleasant.
been given a sense of comfort and warmth when asking if I could trust Zoe, so that's good. I was just a little nervous she was somehow all of a sudden a shadow, which doesn't make any sense because she's always been so sweet, but I don't know, she wasn't there, and
Sitting in Zill's lap is the very first page of the two armies versus each other. The army of darkness on the left and the army of good on the right.
You don't recognize anyone. But the shadow wasn't descriptive enough to
Right.
show anyone.
Zill has
It
this
had two
open.
arms and 2 legs and a humanoid head, right?
Yes. It was a
Did it have
humanoid
wings?
figure. No
Did they
wings.
have wings?
No wings.
Okay.
It had
Um,
like nothing else like descriptive of it, right? Just kind of the bland general shape of a human.
It was like shadow and mist blended
I wonder
together
if
to
it's
create a
Shadow and mist,
kind of.
sort of. I don't know.
This
Best way I can
page.
describe it.
Zoe's not on this page either. Remember? The very first page where during her vision there was everyone in the Xenos family except notably Zoe was not on the page.
Mhm.
Remember?
Out of character, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the thing.
Strange.
Because
You would think I would remember that detail.
It's been a very, very long
A lot has
year?
happened. Yeah.
month.
Half a year, but it depends on where
You
you've
know.
been. Time is relative, apparently.
Apparently.
Read that in a book somewhere. Anyway, I guess we should warn Six and Zorak they might disappear.
I feel like there's definitely metaphor in there, but
Sorry, vanish.
vanish. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we all become. Wait, no, you got stabbed.
I got stabbed in the end.
I'm sorry. Could I tell what hit her? You said impaled.
it was a sword.
Yes, I'm sorry. You were impaled by a sword.
Well, let's be honest here. I've been impaled before.
This seemed
Yeah, this was very much
final. It seemed a mortal wound.
Oh, that's comforting.
I was kind of okay with it all until that happened. Like, I was like, for the cause, and yep, nope. At a certain point.
Zill doesn't
I
know
guess
what
I
to
should share
say.
this with them. And I
Yes.
proceed to tell them what I told her in a little bit more succinct manner.
Cool.
Which I'm
But
not
we're
going
not
to.
in the room.
I go find them. I
Lol.
assume you don't sleep in the same room as me. 6.
No,
Lol.
I assume you don't stand and watch over me while I sleep. 6.
no, I
Zill
don't.
Okay.
does.
This is like in the morning, right? You don't
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Middle
waking
of
up
night.
in the middle of the
I
night.
thought you were doing it like
he
right
probably
now.
woke up pretty early, but like
I mean, I guess I could go tell 6 because that wouldn't really make a difference.
I'm
But I
just-
will let the sleeping
for the
barbarian
purposes
lie.
of losing exhaustion.
Yeah, I will let the
That's-
sleeping barbarian lie.
That's I was just purely curious about that.
So,
I don't
DM,
think it's that urgent.
yes.
can you make him roll to see if he crashes into me when he comes in to tell
Oh,
me?
jeez.
Because he literally can't see me in the dark.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right, because you're like properly
I'm
invisible.
Physically
I mean,
invisible
Zill's
in the
with
dark.
me, but
I was
yeah.
gonna say if Zill is with you.
Oh, I thought
Which
you were just
Zill-
coming to tell me.
I mean, it could be that way, I suppose, but I'm
Well-
assuming she would come with me.
Dion still wouldn't see you. Zell would be the only one that could see you.
Zill is glowing.
This just in.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
they hold hands.
Oh no.
And yeah, she glows.
That's right.
Yeah,
glowing.
if Dion just had a traumatic nightmare, she's not gonna let him go anywhere alone.
Okay.
Sorry, 6.
No, I don't care. I just want him to crash into me.
It can't be done because she's glowing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Basically, if Zill's with me, it won't happen.
I cast darkness.
It's
Oh,
darkness in this room.
I know this guy.
Okay.
He's an old friend.
I was waiting for it.
Okay. So
So yeah,
we're just gonna say you guys all take.
and not like in a fun way. 6, like you vanished.
Lol.
Okay, just thought I'd tell you.
That was me not paying attention. What?
I said,
I
and
thought-
not like in a fun way. 6, you just vanished. Basically, I cut to that point of the story.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is the context of this?
Yeah, no, like I said beforehand, that I was
gotcha.
going to be, yeah.
Wow, that's a really good. I rolled 8d6 and got 33.
We're RPing.
Sorry. RP away.
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt your RP-ness.
So, yeah. I think I'll wait till Jorak wakes up to tell him he had a rough day.
We should eat.
We will. Yeah, you guys can get some food. It's not like glorious food. It's probably like rations, military rations. But
Yum. Prestidigitate something. Oh, wait,
No,
I don't.
don't.
I go to do it, and then I'm like, oh, shit.
Zill is she's still like clean, but she is significantly less
She's not
pristine.
prestidigitated.
Yeah,
clean.
she's not prestidigitated clean this
You're
morning.
not fully clean unless you prestidigitation. I can't. It's too many syllables.
Jorak, wake up. It's
I
breakfast
guess you could say pressed fully clean.
So yeah, Zorak, what's up?
And he turns into a robot.
the
Apparently.
press part of
Um,
waking up is prestidigitation.
Is Jorak in your cup?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he walks down. He is tired as shit still. You guys can see, like, he still, like, doesn't look... I mean, he had, like, a good night's sleep, but he is not, like, rested
He's
as
still
much as
exhausted.
he needs. Yeah. I sort of walk down, I sit down,
Press
I
fully
say
clean.
to somebody there, I say, coffee, please.
Still hands you coffee.
And I shatter the mug when she hands it to me. I just go get myself another thing of coffee.
Question, is it the spell or just your physical strength?
My physical strength. I just grab it. Like, she sets it down. I just grab it and destroy the thing because I'm, like, not paying attention because I'm just tired. And then I'm like, oh, God. And I just get up and go get another thing of coffee and drink it back at the table.
Zill takes her napkin and cleans it up, and then use mending on the mug.
It looks like we have more lessons to do.
So I get back to the table. I'm just sitting there, drinking slowly.
I'll wait till he
Morning, guys.
finishes eating to tell him the story. It's a morning, yes.
So you tell him the story?
I let him finish eating first
Oh,
and
yeah.
have his
I
coffee.
finish.
Lol.
So anyway, yeah, he vanished, and then bad things happened. She got impaled, and good news is we still had the sun. Apparently, whatever that means, because dreams.
I have to ask, were you in the group?
I was like watching myself and everyone else. It was weird.
But
Like,
you
I
didn't
was
vanish blind.
like I was in the rafters of a play or something.
Third person.
No,
Why
I
were
was,
we
I was
vanishing?
myself. There wasn't a
Did
What?
you vanish at any point?
yes,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you watched
Yeah.
the version of you in the dream vanish.
Gotcha.
Basically, I was watching a play and all the actors faded, except for you in the shadow when the shadow impaled you.
Excellent. That's
Anyone
not
else have
terrifying
any
at all.
good dreams?
Huh.
You, Bob?
Dan,
You're
did
the
I
guy,
did
right?
I see? Do I recognize what he sort of from any of my visions? I don't think I do, but
Nope.
I'm just wanting to be clear. Okay, yeah,
You
I
don't.
didn't think so.
So at some point Demetrius will come down and be like, we still have a few straggling vampires in the city. My men are scouting around trying to round them up before we vacate the city. A lot of damage was sustained to the port city and the walls. If you guys wanted to aid with rebuilding and refortifying the city until your
Dion
son
makes this look like he looks at his watch, and
Well,
we should probably make our way to the other front, honestly.
Iskandar says to keep you guys occupied until he calls.
that's odd.
That
He
is
says
strange.
once they've taken the city, he will send word and you can travel by teleporter.
And they don't want our help.
They do
Okay.
not. He does not want.
Insight check.
He does not want
He-
the precious cargo in that city with the vampires.
Zill looks down. So the way that Zill has the immortal sun, it's like a belt. It's like attached to her waist, and she looks down at her belly when he says precious cargo.
Okay, can I clarify something? Did they say abandon the sun? How did they say it in the dream?
They said relinquish
Only 7 inside. Is
relinquish?
she pregnant?
I thought you said give up the sun
or give up.
or something
Yeah,
like that. Because give up the
relinquish.
sun and relinquish the sun would be two very different things
Well,
in Dion's mind.
gotcha. It should have come across as relinquish.
Okay, then Dion would have had less confusion, and he would have assumed that it was the immortal sun object.
Okay. Good to know. Okay. So basically, Demetrius tells you that, like, you have direct orders from Iskandar to stay here and help me until he calls you. You guys don't have to help, but you're...
No, Dion gives a big old smile. You know, like a really good smile. Oh, I love construction.
Brad recognizes this as what he does when he starts cursing it over.
So, okay. So I assume you
Well-
guys spend the day doing what you can do for the town, helping where you can.
I like
Yeah.
pick up the corner of an entire house.
Hey.
Like in cartoons, like somebody like is sweeping, and I just pick up the house and vacuum under it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so...
Zill doesn't have any good spells for this. Zill's not a manual labor person.
He would probably have other work for you, like tending to the wounded.
Oh yeah, definitely. Zill's all about tending the wounded.
I mean,
'Cause-
Dion would
That
be
sounded
happier doing
sarcastic,
some of
but-
that as well.
Six could probably go
oh.
scouting for vampires to help lead the city. Jorak's probably the best person to help with construction, actually. Just simply because of his...
sheer power.
Yeah.
I mean, he's basically 3 people in one.
It's very complex.
As far as strength goes, not
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
yeah, and disorganization of thoughts. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Six would definitely help with the scouting.
Okay. Just helping track down vampires and leading
Yeah.
the elite units to them to deal with them. I guess you could probably technically help them if you really wanted to, but your job is to help track them down and lead the
I mean, yeah, he's
lead the tracking parties to them, basically.
he's pretty good at that. There's a 31 find any.
Yeah, you managed to track down some. It's they're constantly
Zill?
moving, so like it's gonna be a couple days probably to track them all down, making sure they're
That
all
fucking
gone.
Sucked. Zill would, under no uncertain terms, say that if they found a not curse-broken vampire, that she needs to see them.
Okay.
If they find any that aren't fully cursed, or that aren't curse-broken. DM knows
Demetrius,
why, I'm sure.
Demetrius will agree and basically
roll
pass it
for
on
it?
to his scouting team, basically, and probably Six knows as well.
Yeah, Six would know. She'd tell him.
Are Sky Knights a thing in this world, DM?
Like winged riders. Yeah.
Like Skyjack rocks
Yes.
specifically.
They are a thing. That is very much a Lunaria, the Emerald Kingdoms thing.
Okay, so not a local thing.
Yes.
Would-
There's probably they probably have a squad of them that's down here, but they're probably one of these ones here because they allow for better scouting of this area in case Sulfira tries to sneak around.
Dion is going to spend a little time with Iris today.
Okay.
And he'll help out some as well. He'll heal some people, take care of some wounded, help with some tactical stuff as far as like looking.
Zilla's going to use ceremony to sanctify pretty much every fucking spot that she can.
Oh yeah.
Dan also has that prepared. So
she's going to make sure she has a funeral
that's...
rite on all of the dead.
Yep, that'd be a really good way for them to spend their time.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you're being helped out with this by also like dozens of priests.
I will also say that now's a good time for people to commit themselves to Palor, and that I can perform a ritual for that as well. To give them the Palor's blessing.
Okay.
Dedication.
But they are. But I will tell them that they have to provide the silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the day goes by.
The one thing is, I was actually going to. I was in the middle of my thing.
Oh yes, you're thinking of Iris, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Does would I be able to get barding basically? Because the creature itself is considered barded.
You mean like a saddle and stuff?
No, I mean like they come with armor.
Oh, you want to get armor for it? You could probably track down an armor smith.
Okay.
And
it wouldn't come naturally armored from.
Right.
I don't know which one you're doing.
Basically, I'm trying to summon Greater Steed.
Okay.
As Skyjacker Rock.
Link it to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the only thing is that creature it has armor included in its AC in its stat block. So I was just trying to keep it as like real as.
Okay. Yeah. Send me the link
trying to
for
keep
it.
it above board.
Send me the link for it, and I'll take a look at it real quick.
Okay. It's within the same like constraints as the rest of the stuff for that same thing.
Okay.
Let me DM it. If not, I'll just do.
How much, Dan?
You could probably just find one.
Okay.
Are you trying to spice?
What?
Never mind.
I guess I should check him.
Okay.
Components. Huh.
Yeah, no, you could totally find that, and you have a couple days, so you could get it commissioned.
Okay.
You're talking
it probably.
No, 6. You can just find one in
Okay.
the color you want, but Dion, you can get the barding for it. Yes.
Sweet. How much would that cost me?
We'll say we'll go with 500 gold.
Okay.
Just because it's such a large breastplate they have to make.
Mm-hmm.
If you need it, I can take it out of party funds on my end.
It's fine.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
What all am I allowed to summon as my flying steed? DM?
As long as it's within the restraints of the spell. It tells you, doesn't it?
Nope.
It gives you some examples.
It's basically a CR2 that doesn't have any like magical abilities.
CR2. I couldn't find that anywhere. I was looking.
Yeah, they're all like several of them are CR2. I think there's a couple that are not, but they're all that's the max. Several of them have a fly speed.
For normal? For normal summon mount, not greater mount?
Oh, sorry, he's talking about regular fine steed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That goes up to CR 1/2. And no flying speed.
You can get a warg that doesn't.
That's
fly.
basically what Iris is.
Except, flavored.
And if there's something that you want to flavor it as, and you want to just...
Warhorse. Swarm of insects.
I have a perfect image for what Iris, aside from the coloration. Let me go find it.
Zill doesn't need a mount. She can fly real fast.
Can he get a giant wasp? Oh, you said no flying speed. Never mind.
Yeah, for the normal fine steed, there's no.
What about a giant seahorse that doesn't fly?
You're not wrong.
You could summon a giant seahorse. Yeah.
Technically, it can be a different shape each
Sure,
time you
steed is
summon
a
it.
giant seahorse.
It
Confirmed.
basically says, like, within the DM's consent. It's just pretty standard.
Get a
that
giant goat.
I just want it to be a
Ride
bear.
a big goat. I think
Black
bear-
bears
You wanna
are
ride a
really
bear?
shitty.
I think that's
Yeah.
a 1.
If you find something that's a half that kind of like matches bear stats, you could just flavor it to be a bear.
I'm gonna put it in reaction. DM.
Crocodile.
There is a black bear. Black bear is a.
Yeah,
One
but black
half.
bear is
Oh, it
medium.
is?
I can't even ride that.
I mean,
Nice.
I mean, you're a medium-sized creature.
No. I'm probably bigger than a black
But she's
bear.
pure white.
Cool.
I mean, black bears are like a couple 100 pounds.
You could write a bear, Jorg.
So am I.
400 or 500 pounds.
we will flavor it
200.
that it's big enough. How's that?
Owlbear? What?
It's a greater steed. It summons a slightly larger than it.
Please
No.
just summon an ox.
It's not
Well,
really steep.
Yeah,
You can
no.
get an ape.
It's summon
Um,
steed. You're summoning a steed. It's large enough to
I-
ride.
You're riding a bear.
Do an ape.
You
Like,
could ride.
Zorak's riding like on a gorilla's shoulders.
My
there is
paladin,
giant riding lizards.
when we
in
did the
game.
underwater thing, my paladin had a giant seahorse.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Siggy has a giant direwolf.
I like how there's giant sea eel as opposed to giant land eel.
There's freshwater
Could
eels,
be a
babe.
freshwater eel.
Okay, have you guys figured out what you're doing now?
Yeah.
So, Iris has a pair of wings now.
And she's bigger.
And larger, yes.
Zill gives her all of the scritches.
Okay. And Jorak now has a black bear?
I don't want a black bear.
White wolf, black bear.
What did you want, Jorak?
I want,
You can
like,
get a
grizzly
crocodile.
bear.
Huh?
You wanted a grizzly bear?
Yeah, but they don't have that.
You can
too
have
high
a
of a
black
CR.
bear and it looks like a grizzly bear. Okay.
Yeah, but the black bear stats suck. I don't want the black bear stats.
Welcome to
That's
Fine
my
Steed.
point.
That's
I'm looking at all these.
okay. Well, you figure that out. We're gonna continue with the
It's fine.
story. Okay. So the whole day goes by. You all are doing your thing, helping with the dead, helping the wounded, repair work, searching for vampires. It's a pretty busy day. It's the first day after the siege has ended, so there's a lot to do still. And then at some point, you guys will retire for the evening.
Yeah.
6. He doesn't come back that night.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Six?
What did he tell Dion he was doing?
Looking for vampires.
Did he imply he would be back that evening?
No. How many days are we supposed to stay here?
You don't know
We don't know.
until
can
you're
get a hold of
until you're summoned.
implied He probably implied that he would be back in a few days.
Okay. Then Dion would not go looking for him that night.
Okay. So y'all lay down for bed.
At that night before sleep, Zill is going to use some third level spells to sending, which is a divine spell,
Mm-hmm.
to Father Blackbriar.
Okay.
Giving him a basic update that they're fine, the Vampire Queen is slain, and that she misses home.
Okay. He'll reply. He'll be like, I'm glad I had some troubling dreams last night. Well, he's an elf, so I guess he's still technically kind of dreams.
During his thing, he can
Yeah.
visions.
Yeah. He had some troubling dreams. And that's what he'll leave it at.
I got a natural 20.
For what? Oh, just rolling?
I'm rolling randomly.
Okay.
I'm making the dice do the thing.
Okay.
I
so
got
you
another
guys,
one.
You guys can have your long rest. Dion, you have another dream. This one... Let's jump over. It'll be a lot quicker this time.
I'm just gonna put loud music on.
Careful, we don't want Jorg to quit.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So this dream is exactly the same. Except when it gets to you. Zill reaches down and pulls out a glowing orb of light. And hands it over. After the shadow takes it, there's a burst of light and you wake up.
Wait, she hands it over to
The shadow.
the shit.
The one who was asking for it.
And there's a burst of light.
Yep.
And I wake up.
And you wake up. But you did not see either you or Zill
We saw
vanish or
everyone
die.
else go away.
Everyone else went away until she handed it over.
Can I just get like a letter that says what you want me to do? Dion says a couple seconds after he wakes up.
Okay, let's jump back over.
15 out of the last 20.
So, Dion has another struggling dream.
I just rolled a 7 on a D100. My divine intervention would have worked. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry, I'm back.
I lost my train of thought.
You just had a struggling dream.
Struggling dream. Another one. He didn't wake up in quite an emotional state as he did the previous time, but his first thing he said would have been, can I just get like a messenger with a letter or something saying what you want me to do? That would be a lot easier to understand. And he's just like rubbing his temples.
You want to talk about it?
Same dream, but you gave up the orb before I died and before you died, or before I vanished, before you died, and this time there was like an explosion of light or something, and I don't know. That's it. And he just like flicks something across the room. Something light. Just
This time Zill is going to take some time, light her incense, and go through her full proper prayer ritual that she hasn't done in a long time.
Okay.
And basically reach out for guidance on this information.
What are you seeking?
clarification? Is this something she should give up? She shouldn't give up? Make sure that these dreams are coming from Palor and not from some dark entity that's trying to
ask the
confuse
question.
them? Okay. Are you really the one giving Dion these visions?
You'll feel a warmth. In acknowledgement.
Am I supposed to give up the sun?
There'll be a hesitation, and then acknowledgement.
Does this feel like Palor, like it has all my life?
It does. It definitely is Palor. You definitely feel he's more distant. You think that's
curse.
Probably because of the curse, because his light hasn't touched this land for almost a year. And he used a lot of it to communicate with you when you first got back.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to wane.
In this vision he's having, is this the sun? She says, putting her hand on the immortal sun. Are you the sun that I'm giving up? Lol. No, she does not place her hand as if she was pregnant. Zilla's not pregnant.
There is, there's a warmth, but you can't tell.
There's a villain in the other room. Sorry.
It's comforting. It's a comforting warmth.
Well, I appreciate the comfort, but that's not really helpful. Is it you?
See, that's... I'll go get us coffee. Dion walks out of the room.
Well, Zill asks, is it you?
He's very distant, and it's basically, you're pretty much just getting... You're getting the feeling that...
The hand on the shoulder, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is not something that he can answer at the moment.
Zill is going to instead pull out her book and lay her book in front of her, and this time reach out to Aurelia, her warlock patron.
Okay.
Aurelia, it's been some time since I reached out, but I hope things are going well on your end, and if you have a moment, anytime, I would like any sort of guidance you can give me.
Okay. You'll feel a draw towards the book, your book that you have laid out.
I will totally Ouija board this and just let it guide me and open my book.
Okay. You open the book and she goes, and you'll see words in there that you didn't write. She'll be like, you are on the right path. And that's all. That's what it'll say.
She will, underneath it, she'll say it out loud, but she'll underneath it write thank you in her beautiful fancy script.
Okay.
And then close the book and look at herself in the mirror and just sigh and leave herself looking disheveled and go down to breakfast.
Okay. Cool.
Dion's got 2 cups of coffee, and he just raises one to the guy next to him and is like, "Morning, Bob," and he walks back to the room.
So you guys have a few more days here. There's going to be a dream every night, Dion. And each one's going to be different.
Can we do them all together?
Yes.
Real
I
quick?
will do them all together now. At this moment...
I don't need to go to Whispers anymore.
Yes.
Zill was actually going to try and sleep this next night.
Okay. You will have the same dream as Dion.
Also that day, though, beforehand, I would have asked Jorak if I found him. If
You would find him in much a better mood, by the way.
Cool.
He's got like a spring in his step. He's like feeling good this morning. All is well.
He's carrying 2 like fucking giant.
Did you find that
balls.
lady that said you could break her?
Yeah, I was gonna say you found the lady.
Just got a good night's sleep. Finally feeling rested.
He told some war stories.
Oh.
This is slander.
Zorak, have you been having any visions lately?
Nope, you have not, Jorak.
No, I haven't had anything.
You don't need to let that person speak for you, Zorak. You can speak for yourself.
I plan to. They're just beating to it. Whoever the fuck that guy was.
Random fucking guy.
Just shove that guy out.
I was just beating you to the punch because I knew you were going to ask, DM, am I having visions?
I wasn't. I haven't had any. I just throw that random guy out of my window. I don't know why the fuck he was in there.
Fuck off, not Tom. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll take this to Zill, and I've got coffee in my hands, and I'll head off.
All right, feel better. Okay, see ya.
Okay.
Realizing he was bringing coffee, Zill would have just curled up in bed.
Okay.
Actually, Zill would be, when he gets back, Zill is just going to be completely under the covers, except her nose is going to be sticking out in her wolf form. That's it.
Zill, at this point, the full moon is 3 days away.
Okay.
So,
Deanna would know this.
Zill feels it.
Yep.
Is it like kind of cramping in her like gut? Zill. Oh, woo?
Oh.
I make sure the door is shut and locked. Are you feeling okay?
Oh.
okay.
And she's gonna go hybrid form so she can talk and just be like, we're like 3 days away from the full moon, and she's gonna like hide under the blanket.
Yes, I do imagine things might get a bit hairy.
Did I do my math right? It might be 4 days. I might have done my math wrong. The 6th day from when you killed the vampire queen is the full moon. So 4 days. 4 days?
Close. Soon days. Many days.
It's right around the corner. I just want to make sure my math was right.
Well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you guys go about
still
your...
have not returned, yes?
Yeah, I'm assuming he has not returned.
Okay.
How many days has it been?
This is one.
That
You
was
were out.
like-
You were out overnight.
No, he has not returned.
Okay. Are you just out hunting vampires still?
Yeah.
Okay. You're leading the tracking parties, right? Or are you
Yeah.
soloing?
No, he would stick with them if they're staying out.
Okay. Demetrius would be like, your robot friend, I believe his name was Six. He's very diligent. I think he worked all night, covered different shifts.
Zill's gonna use sending.
Oh, sorry, was that said to me?
Yeah, Demetrius will have said this to you during the day.
He's very good about.
Zill's gonna
Oh,
spend
yeah.
pretty much all day in bed.
Yeah, you guys... Basically
he's,
free time.
Doing fine.
Cool. Okay.
That was a question to Demetrius.
Oh yeah, no, he seems to be doing just fine. He's just out leading our scouting parties around hunting vampires that are remaining in the city that were unlucky enough to get onto their fleet and flee before the
Just
Avengers descended. the ocean's wrath.
just please have your people take care of him. He sometimes doesn't understand.
Limitation.
I think the captains are beginning to catch on to that. They definitely comment about how odd he is.
I'm just
but
worried
he's
that someone will say for him to do something, and he'll take it too literally. And oof.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's my job to worry. Thank you for letting me know.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up this day. You have another dream.
Sure, Demetrius. Have a good day.
Yes. Yeah. He'll just be on his way at some point. Yeah. He'll have another dream. You'll all have another dream. Zill,
Okay.
you're sleeping tonight,
Yep.
so you would have this dream as well. It's the same dream leading up to the point where Alistair, the last of the Xenos besides Dion, vanishes. And when he asks again, when the shadow asks again, you pull out a glowing orb of light and hand it over. There's a burst, the light fades, the shadow is gone, and the four of you are remaining standing. And then you wake up.
Zill would like to attempt, I don't know if lucid dreaming necessarily, but she's had visions before.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to pay extra attention and try and see if she can identify anything about this shadow.
Okay. The shadow is very indescript. Like, there's really...
Does it feel like a metaphor?
It feels like it's information that you're not allowed to know yet. It's hidden.
It's it's like wispy shadow, right?
Yes. It's a humanoid figure. They have a sword, and they're demanding the sun. That's what it is. You do feel a dread that you've not experienced before. I don't think I said that originally, Dion, did I?
No.
Okay. There is a dread that overwhelms the situation.
Does it feel like the same dread that they had when they were in Schellingengar's realm?
It's different.
Different dread.
I did ask that, basically.
Yes. It's different than Schellingengar's realm. Yes. You can assume that this figure is not Schellingengar, based on having been in Schellingengar's realm, seeing him, and everything. This figure has a different shape. The basic shape of it is different. Schellingengar was large. This figure is like normal human size, basically.
When Zill wakes up, she's going to go through her sketchbook to the image of there was a guy with wings and a sword.
The guy with wings actually had a scythe, I believe. Or
A
no,
scythe.
it was a battle axe. It was a battle axe.
That's right.
Like a great, long, almost looked like a glaive, but it's a battle axe.
Okay. And it didn't feel like that guy.
Nope.
And it didn't feel like anyone else in the...
Not that you can
Oh.
tell.
That's right. We've checked off the twins, the werewolf, the vampire queen. I feel like there was another one.
I think there is another one in there. You have the original vision had Romita.
Well, Dagmar is,
Oh, Dagmar. Yeah, he's in
Dale.
prison.
which he wants to be there, but
Yeah, and they won't listen to Zill when she's like, "You probably should do something about that," but no. Okay, so it's Dagmar, the twins, Ramita, and now the Queen of the Vampire.
Yep.
Elonda.
Yep.
I don't think there was anyone else.
There's 2 jackal-headed figures that are standing next to Shelly and Gar in the vision. There's the winged one, and then Dagmar from Six's vision. Or
How
Six's
far-
memories. But Dagmar in general. So
Kind of like that, DM
kind of like
reaction.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's really difficult to see anything. It's intentionally made, like, you can tell that it's intentionally made so that you can't identify.
Mm-hmm.
Zill is very frustrated that True Sight apparently doesn't go into her visions.
What?
Dion wakes up to Zill in her full wolf form, growling and snarling like a dog having a nightmare.
Okay. You guys gonna talk about it, or do we want to just move on to the next night?
Zill would mention it, and realizing that they had the same, probably just, yeah, pass on.
Yep.
Zill would like to spend some time getting more ritual spells for her thing. By the way, water breathing is arcane or
Water breathing is arcane, I believe.
Okay.
You got it out of
I'm gonna
Romita's
double check.
spellbook. You learned it from an arcane source.
okay. Right. So we're gonna go with cleric and druid and ranger and paladin spells. I'm just looking for any other ritual spells.
This GIF literally came up while I was looking for shadow and smoke, like it was part of the same search.
Huh. Weird.
Wow.
Sorry, YouTube viewers.
Okay. So you're gonna search for spells.
Dion's kind of already over the whole dream thing. Like,
Okay.
Pretty sure we know where it's going to go every time.
He'll still pay attention, but it's like he doesn't make it nearly as big a deal out of it in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
Commune.
okay. So
Commune is the other one that she wanted to add to her list.
okay. You could probably find a cleric that knows the spell that could teach it to you for a small fee.
Excellent.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go through the next 2 dreams now.
I assume it's pretty much the same, except
the same thing, except less
Giving it
people
earlier.
giving it earlier and more people
surviving.
survive. Yes.
Okay, so basically, like, we should just give it right away so everyone survives.
I think. I don't know.
So,
As you said that
the order that people disappear was Heracles, Iskandar, Leonidas, Leona, Penelope, and then from there it goes on to your other younger brothers. Nikos and Alistair were the last 2. And so Peleus and... was there another one? Argos.
it's so hard to keep track of my real
Peleus
relatives.
and Argos are between
Peleus.
Peleus.
Okay, it is.
It's not by
Notch.
age, obviously, because Iskander's not first.
No. I can rearrange them so it's in the order if you want to know the actual order.
If you want to list it out, because that might be important for me, you can put it in group notes.
Yeah, I can do that.
So my entire family is there? Because that didn't sound like everyone. Was my mom there?
Yeah, your mom was there.
So apparently, it's not showing up in my possible rituals to learn, which is weird.
Now,
It's a
question:
5th level ritual. It might be why.
did Jorak go away first, or did 6 go away first? Just need to know when to give
Six
Wow.
went first. Jorak went second. You went third, and Zil was last.
What was that? What was that, Jorak? It was really quiet.
Nothing. We're good. Was Jim just taking some goddamn mental notes
I like how you assume it's gonna be.
about hell diamonds and such. We're good.
Oh wow, you're like all
You're so
garbly.
robot.
You sound like 6. Are you okay?
No. I don't know why my internet fucks up like this.
Silence is not a ritual spell. Why is it telling me that silence is a ritual spell?
Because you
Damn it.
can cast it as a ritual.
I suppose, but it's not giving me
Violence?
any of the ones I wanted. Yeah.
I don't think you can. It's an action to cast it.
I mean, there are spells that are action speed that can be cast as rituals.
I don't know.
I mean, it's. I have silence and it's only an action.
It's weird that it's not showing up. It's not
Anyway.
letting me add any more.
Yeah,
the
I think
ones I
they
want.
changed the way you add spells. It isn't letting me add Find Great or Steed.
This is for my Eldritch Invocations, and it's not popping up in my potential spell list. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you used to be able to add any spell. Now it's like only does it out of your spell list.
That's weird.
Uh-huh. And I'm talking through like the manage spells thing. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm just making sure it didn't delete the rest of my spells yet. Not okay. Anyway, I guess not. I guess I don't learn this thing.
Completely joking.
You can add it as
Although-
a scroll.
There's some small
just
part
sort
of
of
Dion that thinks that we should wait till after Iskander and Heracles have been.
After the first couple are dead.
You know, make a show of it.
Does he say this?
He will say it to Zil, but he will very quickly be like, I'm joking. I'm
I know.
Megamind?
That was not my intent, but I get that it turned into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
silence. That's a ritual tag.
Apparently, it can be cast as a ritual.
Boom. Can you cast things ritually?
That's right.
6.
6 wouldn't even have the option for the ritual.
Because if you can't ritual cast, which is a class feature, which I doubt you have, then it won't show up for you in your spell slots as a ritual.
Okay, there's the list in order.
Thank you.
I think that's everyone.
Heracles, Iskander, Leona, Leonidas, the twins, Mom, Peleus, Argos, Niklos, Alistair, then 6, Jorak, Dion, and Zil. Is that all that are remaining alive? Jeez.
It was Zoe.
Aside from Zoe? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous job.
Yeah, you do have a very...
It's a dangerous job being a Xenos child.
I think like half your siblings are dead, at least. All before the age of 30.
Quite. It's not quite half. About 40%.
I'm counting 4, 5 that are dead. If just off the top
Right.
of my head.
Right, and I have 13 siblings.
Okay.
Well,
Had.
12 and a half. Sorry, I forgot.
Not Bob didn't know that. Spoilers.
Sorry, not Bob.
They missed that episode.
Did they?
I
Really?
don't know. It's everybody but Bob and Tom, so no.
Anyway.
Okay. But yeah, so the second night, or the next night, Penelope dies, and then you'll hand it over. And then the third night, or the last night, you'll hand it over after Heracles dies.
Oh, okay.
Dies or vanishes?
Or vanishes. Sorry.
Because see, now
We're
you're throwing
making the
different words in there.
assumptions.
It's kind of like you're assuming
Obliterated from existence.
they're
Yep.
vanishing,
That's kind of the
dying.
feeling that I get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
When you first said it, my brain went straight to Back to the Future.
that's
Well,
kind of that's how it happened in the dream. Yes, definitely, where
Okay.
they just faded, but you still knew they existed. It wasn't like they're wiped from existence. They just vanished from the dream, kind of thing, and it seemed intentional that this person was doing something to do that.
Okay.
That's how you read the dream.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the day after that final dream.
Oh.
Zil-
Anyway, yes. Sorry.
yeah, it's actually the night of the full moon. Yes,
No way.
yes.
So I was fully aware of that.
Zil.
So was Zil.
Like a couple hours after you wake up, Zil, you'll get a message in your head.
Oh.
Do you want to do it whispers? Or do you want to just do it here? It doesn't
Let's
matter.
do here.
It involves the dream, so like I'll just let you.
Okay.
Lady Aros. This is Zoe
Arios.
Arios, sorry. This is Zoe Zenos. I need to speak with you on a troubling matter. It's a sending spell.
Oh.
Please tell me she says that at the end of the spell.
Well, you can reply to this message. Now Zil knows this spell. Understood. Do you...
Dion's just like snoring.
Is there a faster way than sending?
I will just send you, or she'll send another message being like, I will just send a string of them and then you can reply. I just want to let you know what's going on over here.
Okay, Zil will get out her sketchbook and prepare to transcribe.
Okay. So
And then, of course, give her the affirmative.
okay, so a few seconds later, you'll hear myself and one of my companions have been having a recurring dreams involving you and my family. A dark, shadowy figure stands before you. The spell will end. And then a second later, and demands the sun every time you refuse. Someone vanishes from my dreams. The dreams where you hand it over, light fills the area. The spell ends. She sends another one and banishes the shadow without anyone else fading. I don't really understand the dreams, but when you stand firm, everyone vanishes until you're the only one standing. And then she'll be like, all right, until you're the only one stranded in a dark abyss. I just felt you needed to know and ask you look after my brother and my family.
And I'm positive this is, in fact, Zoe.
Yes, you recognize her voice.
Okay.
You saw her, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
So.
Zil will reply with, Deanna and I have had the same dreams every night. I intend to keep him, all of you, as safe as I can. Thank you for letting us know.
She'll send one last one. It goes, it is. She'll kind of like hesitate and be like, we're family. Kind of like the cheeky-ish, kind of like, and be like, thank you. and then the spell will end. She's probably tapped at that moment.
Yeah. Zill will.
But just remember,
Not
it's very important to.
Lol. Whatever you do, make sure you. No. No, Zill doesn't respond to that. Or Zill responds with a embarrassed chuckle.
Okay. That'll be a very...
Actually, Zill is going to use one of her own sending spells.
Okay.
And respond with, just so you know, Dion's affliction has been cured.
She'll be like, that is wonderful news. I take it you found the immortal sun then?
I did.
Asking a question, knowing you
At
have to
the
send
end.
another sending.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can do it. Sure, whatever. I'll send a
It's-
sending.
Okay. She'll be like, that's wonderful news. I hope you can break this curse over Haven soon. And don't forget to come visit.
Are you in Haven? Zill sends her last sending.
Her last sending. She'll be
Yeah.
like, no, I'm still in Veilforge. I will probably be here for a while. At least until more champions from Haven can be sent.
Zill does not respond to that one because she can't. But she's actually really, really happy to hear that. And when Dion wakes up, actually, that was that morning or evening that she sent those, because most people who use sending in large chunks like that would send them the night.
That was morning.
So that they sleep.
She did it after she woke up.
Ugh, silly woman.
Because
Okay.
it was the 5th night of the same dream in a row with multiple different outcomes. So
Yeah.
she was like, this means something. I need to like reach out.
Let her know. Okay.
And especially when she confirmed that one of her other companions was also having these similar dreams.
Okay, that makes sense. Alright, well, Zill will let Dion know that they talked. I heard from Zoe this morning.
Oh?
Yes, she seems to be having the same dreams we are. Father Blackbriar as well. He mentioned them a few days ago.
He didn't say the dreams, he just said he was having troubling dreams.
He mentioned he was having troubling dreams. I can only imagine that they would be these ones. You said that Jorak did not have these dreams.
Yes, he said he wasn't having any visions. It was kind of a brief conversation. I hadn't had my coffee yet.
Ah, yes. Coffee is important. She says as she sips some coffee. Well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with followers of Palor versus Melora or other. I don't know.
Well, and Pale did kind of
Kind of confirmed.
kind of hinted that he was the one in fact sending the visions, so
He confirmed it with me later. Though, I have a theory, and you may actually really like this theory.
does it involve us getting coffee?
Zill hands him a cup of coffee.
Thank you. What's your theory?
Zoe is still in Veilforge. She's nowhere near the conflict at the moment. Not the main conflict, at least.
Good.
I think that is why she wasn't appearing in the dream, as everyone else in the dream was near the conflict.
So wait, she was having the same dream? Is that what you said?
Yes. She's been having the dream, but since she's not in the dream, nor my original vision, I think that she is...
So she was not in the dream that she had either.
That's only what I can assume. She listed off the names for... Well, she said my family, I suppose.
Okay.
Out of character, I think she would have listed the names.
She said you were in it and her family.
Okay. I
Um,
would say that. I didn't think to ask if she was in it, but I don't
involving
believe
you and my family.
involving me and her family.
I think she kind of like knew it was a sending spell, so she kind of kept it brief.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
But she wanted
And
to
of course-
insinuate that there was more people than just you.
Zilla's having this conversation in front of everybody because we're not leaving anybody out.
Has 6 arrived home
6
yet?
probably would have been back by now,
Air
right?
quotes home.
What day is it?
This is the 6th
day.
day. Or
Oh,
there's been
wow.
5 dreams.
oh, that's right.
5 dreams, so 5 nights.
He probably would have been gone like 5 days.
Okay.
When he comes back, he's wearing like a full like cloak, like with a hood.
Oh, hello, 6. Where have you been the last couple days?
Hunting
Oh? Hunting vampires?
vampires. What was left of them? As many as we could find.
You didn't find any full curse vampires, did you?
Nope.
Nope.
Right. Well, okay. I'm glad to have you back. Any news to report?
We killed many vampires.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Is that all?
Should there be more?
I'm just curious. I'm giving you the option to tell us anything that you wouldn't normally tell us. I get the feeling that, I don't know, you were just gone for a while and I worried about you.
No, I was just helping hunt down the vampires. We were told that we would be staying for a few days.
It's true. Well, I'm glad you're back. Some news that you should know, and Zilla will explain the nightmares and that because he heard the first bout. She'll explain that she's had them a couple times too. She doesn't sleep every night. In fact, after the first couple, she probably wouldn't be sleeping anymore. But
Okay.
she will make sure that that he is aware of all of the things, etc. I'll know that the things have happened.
You're not the only one who has dreams.
My dreams were memories.
Hmm.
Has this already happened?
In the future, yes.
Memories are things that happen in the past. Visions are things that will probably happen in the future.
The optional
Yeah.
storylines, if you will.
I have a quick question. Darling, will you please get me a cup of coffee?
Sure.
In
It looks
real
like
life?
Zorak needs another one as well. Fine, I guess I'll put pants on.
Sorry, I made coffee while he was having his first vision, and I just remembered it.
Oh,
And I really want some coffee
no worries.
to go with this cake.
Well, until he returns, we will be on pause.
Okay.
Because the next thing happens to Dion.
Well, I figured. Dion, you died. He says, Cole, he'll make a new character.
He choked on his coffee.
You choked on your coffee. You failed a con save that you weren't here for.
Character died.
Seriously, though, I definitely would have to cast Resurrection on you. I can't cast Revivify.
He's
I'd
on
have
the
to cast it at a higher
espresso
level.
route to heaven.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
That's a great, terrible pun.
Has he returned?
No, he just
Okay.
he literally had to put pants on.
Oh,
I mean, he
okay.
was wearing shorts, but
He can't go out into the house without pants.
I mean, we have a roommate. I'm trying to be
Okay.
polite about that kind of thing.
Yeah, modesty. I get you.
Though, to be fair, it's Chris, so he
Yeah,
gives half a
Chris
fuck.
probably walks around in his underwear, right? I love him to death, but I know he does it fair. You still there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. It just got really quiet.
Can I use brown bear stats?
Yes, sure.
You're an absolute fucking diamond of a person.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
What's the challenge rating?
1.
1.
It's the difference between 1/2 and 1. Between a black bear and a brown bear.
To be completely honest, at the level we are right now,
It doesn't really matter.
having a 1/2 would be like having a fucking squirrel.
Yeah. You can have...
It's the
Can
difference.
he
of
get a
15 hit
giant
points
squirrel?
And like two points of a strength modifier. So
Sure,
it changes
get a
from
giant squirrel.
I don't want a
Do it.
giant squirrel.
Yes,
I mean,
you
I'd
do.
ride one.
You
Can I flavor
You
my
want
brown
a
bear as a
giant
giant
fucking
squirrel?
squirrel?
If you really want it to
I don't
be.
want it. I don't want it. I want
Yes,
it
you
to be
do.
a straight up brown bear.
Okay.
Come on, Melora likes squirrels.
She probably likes all animals.
She likes squirrels more. There's more squirrels in the world than there are bears.
That's true, but I don't care. I think.
Okay, yeah.
So,
no.
yeah. Next morning, Zorak will come downstairs with a fucking brown bear.
Okay.
Just a brown bear trying to call. You have Trinket now, by the way.
Zorak, there's a bear following you.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, 1 second.
No, there's actually a bear following you.
Yes, that's my bear.
You found a bear?
I summoned the bear.
Are you a druid?
No. I'm a paladin.
Is this like the dog?
Similar, yes.
I'll
I'm
go
back.
up and I'll shake the
Okay.
bear's paw.
Also, we're not recording. You guys are role playing bear, and I don't think we're recording it.
Oh, shit.
No.
Sorry.
Stopped recording? What?
He paused recording while you were gone because
No, he
something
didn't.
important is about
paused
to
it.
happen.
Oh, he didn't pause
He
it.
wanted
Oh, yes.
No, I didn't.
They got
pause
all
it.
the bear.
Oh, he did?
You just said we're on
Oh,
hold.
good.
I just said we're on hold
Oh,
because if
I
I
lied.
stop the recording, it cuts the video, and I don't have video editing software to put them together, so I have to post them as
Gotcha.
2 separate sessions.
So yeah, Six will
Gotcha.
walk up to the bear and introduce himself. Like it's a person.
There's a bear.
Hello,
It doesn't
I'm
understand
Six.
what you're saying.
I'll say
Is
it
it
in
like-
Celestial.
It like turns its head. It definitely doesn't understand what you're saying.
I'll say it in Dwarvish.
It doesn't understand what you're saying.
Am
I'll
I
say
there
it
for
in
this?
Abyssal.
It's just like turning its head back and forth like a
I'm
dog.
just gonna
Like, kinda
keep saying
confused.
it in every language I have until he
It-
responds.
Am I there for this?
I'll say it in Abyssal.
Yeah,
Am I muted?
I mean, if you're down for breakfast, you're there for this.
I'm always there for breakfast, yeah. Dion would say after like the second or third language, Dion would be like, have you just tried Orcish?
I do not speak Orc.
Well, that's probably what it speaks.
And then I look at the bear
I'll
and
just try
Orcish
to
and say
imitate
something.
some things that
And then the
You
bear
look
like,
has said.
You look at the bear in Orcish.
Yeah, that's
I
what
look
he
at the
said.
bear and say something in Orcish,
There we go.
and the bear like can't like really laugh, but it like does whatever a bear does to laugh.
Lol.
What did you say?
I said something in Orcish.
No, what did you say?
We'll have to go into whispers for that.
What did you say?
It's like these guys don't know what we're saying. That was it.
This is like the head. I'm assuming
Okay.
we have like a long table set up
You
here.
see, as you say that, one of the people at the table next to you starts laughing. Because he totally understood you.
Good. Shorak looks back at that guy and like just starts laughing. And then me, the bear, and that guy are all laughing.
Okay. And this guy probably witnessed the other day, so it makes it even funnier.
Lol.
Do I need to
I
roll
like
insight to recall that?
No, you don't need to.
So I see that guy, and then I'm like, oh, did
'Cause
you?
You've noticed since you're staying in headquarters that it's a lot of the same guards.
Okay.
Like, these are the same guards that you fought side by side with against the Vampire Queen.
That's funny.
So, okay. So the day goes on for a little while, and a little before noon, Dion.
Is this the morning, like tonight is the full moon?
Yes, tonight is the full
Okay.
moon. Dion, you get a message from Reyna. Captain Xenos, the High Inquisitor, has requested you bring your squad and the precious cargo to Necropolis.
Are there quotation marks in her voice?
Precious cargo.
You can tell this was relayed because Iskandar was standing right there.
This is ascending?
Yes.
Fuck, I want to think of something witty to say back to her.
Bit redundant.
Alright. So we're supposed to teleport, right?
Yes. You guys have been granted access to the Necropolis.
This is a couple days after my conversation with Zoe, correct?
This is actually the same day.
Fuck. Okay. I don't have any. My third level spell slots are all gone.
Alright, tell him we'll be there as fast as you can say vanish.
Oh, shit. Zill's just looking at you with an eyebrow raised and like a really large plate of meat in front of her.
Okay. So I take it you guys finish breakfast and then head off?
Nah, I said we'd be right there. Take your breakfast to go.
Zill growls if you try and take her plate away.
I said you can take your breakfast with you.
Oh, she takes it with her.
You can just have them send the plate back alone.
It's gone before
If
they get
they
to the
needed
portal
that bad.
room.
Okay.
Just hand it to the portal attendant.
Yep.
Okay. Are you letting Demetrius know that you're leaving?
I mean, presumably, yeah. We're
If
not
it's
going to just disappear.
if
It's not like
the-
we're going to vanish.
Yeah. Okay. You could probably see Demetrius coming down for food himself. Flag him down. And let him know you're off to Necropolis.
Yeah, and it's not even going to be that big of a thing. It's just be like, oh, we've been summoned. That's like literally all Leon's going to say.
Zill walks by with a very large plate of breakfast meat.
Half a sausage hanging out of her mouth.
No,
Okay.
she's better than that.
Okay, so all of you guys head to the teleportation
I'm
room.
assuming so.
Mm-hmm.
Hop in the teleporter.
Six, are you finished eating?
I do not eat.
Well,
And you guys teleport to Necropolis. Hey, as you enter, there's actually no one in the teleportation room. But Dion, I think you've been here before, probably. You've probably visited every city at least once.
Okay.
I'm just because of your status and being a captain.
Still makes me nauseous, but I'd pretend it doesn't.
And you
Zill's
can
ears pop.
probably assume that they're at the Inquisition Hall, which is
Isn't the teleporter in the Inquisition Hall?
not always. Not
Oh.
Sometimes there's independent buildings for the teleportation. Necropolis is one of those cities. Port Dupley has the teleportation in the Inquisition Hall because it's the most fortified building in the city.
Okay.
Necropolis has a different layout, and it's not such an important economic city. Necropolis is basically a giant cemetery, more or less, for a lot of people.
It still makes Dion uncomfortable though because gods of death are worshipped here.
Yes.
And Dion, this is Dion's least favorite city in the Empire.
Okay. So you guys head out of the teleportation hall in Necropolis, and
Welcome back, Shafrak.
Thank you. Sorry.
you guys start walking down the street, led by Dion, who knows where he's going.
Sure.
Off in the distance, you hear some squabbling between people. One of them goes, "Heretic! You do not get visions from Palor!"
Zil just looks over at Dion. Out of character.
They say that to us?
No, that you just hear them yelling that in the distance, and you see two figures, a human with a hat and a gnome that are kind of like squabbling and bickering, and the human turns and starts walking away, and you see the gnome do a little hand gesture. Does someone want to roll D100 for me?
Zil.
I'll do it, considering it's my character.
Lol. Yeah, you roll. You roll
Oh.
it. Out of character.
14.
Can.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Nope,
so
you're good.
low. Zil winces when she sees that. Out of character, does Zil have wings? Can Zil have wings in her full wolf form? Because that would be fucking amazing. Also, she can have wings. Please.
I suppose.
I'm just a tiny version of Iris.
I suppose.
Okay, good, because then I can post this art.
Yeah. But you watch as the gnome does a little like hand swap, and you see the guy's hat flip off his head, and he turns around and goes, "Ah, you're such a heretic!" And then he'll like charge at the gnome, and the gnome will go scampering off.
Can Zil intervene on this, or are we too far away for that?
They're like down the street, like a little too far. But you both see that they're both wearing Inquisition insignia.
You would probably know who Victor is.
Dion would probably know who Victor. Actually, yeah, no, Zil would probably know Victor.
Zil knows Victor?
Yes. He is a witch hunter that is a very, very, very extremist, devout follower of Palor.
Did you say it's last?
What was that?
Cut out.
Oh, I said, did you say his last name was Xenos? What?
No.
No, he's a
He
witch.
was making a joke about
The
devout
witch hunter.
Palor.
Devout follower of Palor.
Oh, he's like
radical, devout.
fanatical. Like
Yeah.
he's crazy. Basically, he thinks that
Verbal
Wesley,
if he were religious.
he thinks Wesley, if he were, I mean, he's using arcane spells, but
The situation is,
he thinks he's a heretic, even though
Yes.
he's casting. He's worships Palor.
Yeah.
He's so fucking stupid.
yeah, Wesley worships Palor as well. And Victor hates Wesley and calls him a heretic, but they work together because they keep getting put together on missions. Because
We're a very well put together team.
they work well together.
But they
They hate
hate
each other's
each
it's
guts.
like a love hate. It's buddy cop
Yeah.
movie. That's what it would be.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. So pure anxiety. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, he cast Dawn, and Victor was convinced that Palor was just blessing him with the spell. Like it just appeared.
Oh my god.
I've yet to convince him that I actually did that.
I mean, he didn't see you cast it. You were on the wall when you did it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning too much that Dion would not know.
You would know. You would probably
Of
know
them.
Victor at least. Being a captain in Inquisition, you more or less know most in passing. So you've probably heard stories.
Of the
So
Victor would have probably been a captain.
yeah, Victor's probably a
He's
captain.
pretty charismatic
Um,
in the wrong way, but
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so they dart off down a street, yelling profanities, a heretic, and whatever else back and forth at each other as they run down the street.
I was wondering why I had a headache.
And then you get to the Inquisition Hall, and it's heavily guarded, but the city seems to have actually taken minimal damage. Like, it doesn't seem like there was too much of a fight here, at least from what you've seen so far. You head inside, and your entire family is here, Dion.
My
Zill
entire family?
Your entire family except for Zoe.
that is exactly what he was asking.
Yep.
So
Zill-
Dagmar's here. Got it.
Zill,
Mhm. 6 stabs him in the face.
Zill has a quiet internal reaction to seeing everyone that she has been
Okay.
watching die for the last couple nights.
Also, I came in through the teleporter on Iris. Just
It's
Yeah.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's fine.
glad you didn't just dump it on.
That's why I tasted it
Cake.
first.
I'm sad I didn't have it with my.
It looks like chocolate something.
You don't put it in there. It's just gonna.
So
Anyway,
okay.
sorry, go ahead.
Context of what's going on? What the fuck are you guys talking about?
She's. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, don't worry.
So I'm writing. I'm writing
Thank you
Iris.
for including us.
She does not taste like barbecue sauce.
Mm.
Are you sure?
I think
Have you licked
she
her?
tastes. She actually tastes just like raisins.
And
Okay.
if you struck her mane, she turns into a plane.
But she's not a horse.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's dirty.
Hey, she's whatever she wants to be. With
So,
the raisin.
Raina's also here, and they're all waiting as you guys enter.
Did someone say shh as we showed up?
No.
Like they've been. Okay.
They're all like lounging on tables and chairs around, waiting.
Lounging.
Yeah,
Is this a big open space?
it's the entryway to the Inquisition Hall, basically. So like
Okay.
the waiting room, kind of
Sorry.
like. It's
Zill has her wings out. Yes.
Sorry, you said lounging on tables and chairs, and I just imagined we just like walked in. People are like laying on the tables like a Roman like fruit platter and stuff, just like feeding grapes into their mouths.
Those two people fanning them with
on
like
the-
palm free.
Yeah, just like
Um,
on the table.
Oh my god.
Leonidas might be doing that.
He's got the name
Leonidas
for it.
comes back on his shield or on it, or with his
We gotta-
shield or on it.
What
We
is
gotta
Pine
look
Milk wearing?
I'm going to delete some
Her
icons.
non-
here.
Got like a slave Leia outfit on.
No, stop asking about my mom like that, you fucking pervert.
Anyway,
Right, just the leader.
yeah, once they get into the hall, Zill pop out her wings. Mostly because she's so used to having them out now, it feels weird to put them away. She kind of like does the whole like fluff up her wings in the like happy bird way.
Which one did you say might be doing that? Leonidas?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one that would most likely do that is Heracles,
But they're not, I assume.
but they're not. He's just
Okay.
sitting
Not in
like
front of dad.
he's just absorbing the couch.
I mean,
over in-
don't put it past Leona too.
Yeah,
She and Leonidas are practically identical.
Well,
yeah, very true.
aren't they the twins?
Identical twins.
They're fraternal
Fraternal
and different genders, but yes, different sexes, but yes.
They're identically different genders.
But like
was
that
just
being
for-
said, they look really similar. Like kind of androgynous, similar builds.
They don't have jackal heads, do they?
They do not, as far as I recall. They weren't born with them. DM.
There's
DM
this-
with my true vision. Do they have my true sight? Do they have jackal heads?
And
No.
like certain versions of lycanthropy do run in my family, so
No, they do not have.
Oh,
jackals.
are any of them lichens?
I don't know.
Um.
No, I have true sight.
Oh,
I'm seeing most of your family for the first time.
that's a good question.
Let me look real quick. I have to look at something.
I know at least. Well,
Where is? I need to go here.
I don't know what the subclasses are. I don't think I
I don't think you put subclass.
So I'll leave that up to you since Dion wouldn't know anyway. For the ones that have been subjected to those rights.
Yes. Leona, actually, you would only be able to see them if they were in, you see their true form, and their true form is what they are now. So if they transform, you would be able to see that they were human underneath it.
No, fine.
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe hybrid is their true form. Do I see any of them as celestial, though? Do any of them have magic hidden wings?
So
I
it's
don't know
not
if that's a thing. Because if they're Aasimar, their true form would potentially have wings? I don't know.
Nope.
Okay.
None of them. None of them.
I think a small child just died.
Yeah, what the hell? That's a movie scream.
That sounds like Coulson.
Yeah, it didn't come from my house. That's fine. I don't care.
I'm just
Usually where
glad
it's
it didn't
coming
come
out
from
of.
my house.
If it's not
That
one of
would
If it came from
I'm
your
sh-
house, I would think we'd all be concerned.
same
I'd be
here.
very
Like Shorak? DJ?
related.
Okay. I'm just going to share all the journals now that everybody has seen all the family members. Just so everyone can see them.
Yeah, so are you supposed to stay home or are you supposed Sorry, we were doing IRL thing real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
So
As they were
yeah,
approaching,
he doesn't say anything. He just rides up.
I'll just write
as
up.
they were approaching, Zill would have mentioned to Dion, we should see if the rest of your family is having the dreams as well. That should be definitely one thing that we ask.
Okay. If it's important to you.
Dion, does your
Yes.
family? Was your family devout worshippers of Paler? All of
Mhm.
them. All of
A
them.
little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure some more than others.
Okay.
Guessing Heracles a little less so. I mean, I'd go by classes.
Heracles more like heretic.
Those that are not of a certain type of class, probably a little less so.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But they all at least go through the motions.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, cool. So what are you guys doing when you get in? Iskander will acknowledge you.
Like verbally or just like
He'll give you a
with a
head
chest?
nod, acknowledging that
give
you're
him-
there.
I'll give him a small one as well.
If nobody says anything for a moment, Zill will say,
Yeah, it's kind of
So what's
awkwardly
the-
silent.
Mm-hmm.
status update? Situation report?
We took the city. Heracles will say it, and you're like, "We took the city."
It's a very deep voice. Okay, just to give you guys context, most of my family is around the same height. They're all about 6 feet tall. Heracles,
Only 6? Oh, okay.
a little over 6 feet is the average.
Okay.
Heracles is closer to, like, he's big for a Goliath.
Oh. Is it Goliath?
No, he's human.
Uh-huh.
He has gigantism, basically.
He's like 10 feet
He's
tall.
taller than me. He's 6'8", above 6'8".
No, he's closer to he's in the double digits for feet.
So
Okay,
Goliaths
jeez.
are huge compared to humans. So.
Yeah,
So-
he's abnormally large. Like he has gigantism.
Yeah.
Real gigantism.
This is one of like 4 people Jorak has ever seen that's taller than he is. So he's like, whoa.
He's sitting down. And
I'm
he's
amazed
taller
that
than
he
you.
hasn't had failure of heart yet.
Paler keeps him going.
Apparently. That are certain rituals do. Dion seems
so-
to make eye contact with him the least.
So he states the most obvious thing when Zil asks for a status update.
Yep.
Zil does not acknowledge him
Oh,
at all.
real quick,
No,
just
actually, she would.
one more thing. Have you all seen Underworld?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall Ray's, the huge werewolf dude?
Is that the black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like an abnormally deep voice. That's basically the same voice for
Okay.
Got
Heracles.
it. Okay. I know who you're talking about. Took a second. I had to look him up.
Yeah.
Zil
I
does
don't expect you to
acknowledge.
try to do that, Dan. Sorry.
Zil glances over, raises
do
an
know.
eyebrow, and says, "Oh, I hadn't noticed."
6, Jorak, Zil. This is the majority of my family, aside from Zoe, which you've met. The ones above ground, anyway. Dion will say that verbatim.
Can you repeat that? Because I think I cut out.
Do some live underground?
Well, they're on the ground. I wouldn't say they're living.
You
Is
mean
it-
they're
Did you
buried.
just introduce us to your family? Is that all that happened?
Yep.
Not
got it.
not name by name though.
Yep. Well, Iskander will be like, well, since you're so disrespectful, you can pay your respects when we head to the tomb.
You talking to me or him?
No, to Dion.
Oh.
Hair starts to
sorry.
raise on the back of my bear.
I didn't realize that I insulted anyone.
Speaking ill of our dead.
I didn't. Okay, out of character, I didn't say anything negative about any dead family members.
He took it as negative because you said the ones that are above ground. Because that I feel like that's his personality. That
That's fair. That is.
No, it's
you
something
were
fine.
calling them.
It's
You were
fine.
calling them weak and.
It's fine. I didn't call. Okay, to him,
that-
sure.
That's what he
Yes.
felt.
All right.
That's how he read it.
Okay.
I know Dion didn't disrespect his family, like on purpose, but that's how Iskander.
Dion holds eye contact with Iskander far longer than he would have in the past when
Okay.
he says that.
Before we go anywhere, I have
But he doesn't respond verbally.
He does not respond verbally.
Did you manage to capture any not curse-broken vampires by chance?
Heracles will chuckle. You'll see a smirk on Leona and Leonidas, and you'll basically take that as a no with your insight.
Zil will sigh. Pity you couldn't restrain yourselves. I really needed. Never mind. Doesn't matter. And she absolutely, very intentionally just dissed all of them. Whether or not they realize that.
Yeah. I'm not sure they care.
Zil is very
I say something in Celestial in Iris's head, and Iris laughs as much as a giant dire wolf with wings can laugh.
Okay.
There, take that, Jorak.
Okay. So, Iskander will be like, I take it you have the sun?
Zil just nods.
Are we prepared to venture into the Darklands and break this curse?
Zil nods again.
He'll be like, everyone gather your things. We're heading to the tomb.
We would have brought as many barrels as we could have through the teleporter with us, like on a dolly or something, of holy water.
Okay.
Or oil, holy oil. To
You
make
probably-
sure that they have a large quantity of it here in the city.
Okay. You could
Doesn't
probably...
somebody have a bag of holding?
Zil has a bag of holding.
You all
has
have a haversack.
Yeah, we
Well,
each
haversack
have...
probably wouldn't be able to fit a barrel in it.
Right. Zil has a handy haversack. Does not have a bag of holding.
Okay.
But Zil has copious amounts.
Portable hull would be pretty cool.
Oof, yeah. Zil has a copious amount of holy oil in her bags. I assume everyone does. Holy oil.
Yep. Okay.
Olio.
Holy oil.
Olio.
Olio.
Holio.
So,
That's like polio.
everybody packs up, throws their bags on, and
Yes.
you guys start heading in the direction that you, Dion, recognize as the direction to your family tomb.
Okay.
Zil is going to,
Zil,
as
this
they're
is
walking.
the direction to my family tomb. I recognize it.
Zil, as they are walking, is going to put her hand inside the bag that has the immortal sun, and she's just going to kind of reach her little psychic feelers out to see if there's any curse or partial curse in range.
Okay. You feel partial curses on several of the Xenos.
Can I detect what they are at all?
Argos seems to have some form of vampirism. Heracles has lichen, as well as Leona and Leonidas do.
Leona, Leonidas, and Heracles. Here, I'm gonna fucking notes. Not that y'all know this, but
And then
Cleves.
Peleus, Peleus has
I know, Greek names.
Bless you.
kind of an ethereal, kind of like strangeness to his curse.
So sorry, Heracles, Leonidas, and Leona have wolf. Who has
Lycan.
vamp?
Not necessarily wolf.
Argos.
Okay. Argos. Vamp.
Everybody should be able to see their tokens and stuff on the sidebar now under Haven.
And one of them had some sort of weird ethereal. Are we talking like
Peleus.
ghost-ish?
Ghostly, yes.
Okay,
Peleus.
and who was that?
Peleus.
Peleus. Peleus.
Zil walking right next to Dion would say, "Oh, thank you, Six. Lacoon. Lightning." Zil would lean over and very, very quietly say, have you ever used your divine sense around your family?
Dion doesn't respond and just does it.
You sense that
He plugs one nostril and goes divine senses.
Well,
you feel it. You see the curses that are the partial curses that have been bestowed upon your family.
not the lichens though, just the vamp and the ghost. Because we already established when we first met Ramita that divine sense doesn't detect lichen.
That's right, because
Yeah.
it's not.
It's not a.
Yeah.
But if there's any sort of undead,
Mm-hmm.
then he would. So probably Argus and Peleus.
Mm-hmm.
So Zil asks you this and then waits for your reaction.
She sees him do that, and his eyes do a soft glow when he does it.
Mm-hmm.
She probably can infer that that's what he's doing. I have. Yes.
She glances at the two that are ghosty or that are mildly undead. And she will take out.
Dion makes this
Oh, she just
give me more to go work with here face.
and she will she won't say anything out loud. She basically just wanted you to be aware. And
I mean, we can go have a conversation up in the sky if that's what you want to do.
Wow. Oof, Zil really misses flying with Dion. No, she's
Guess what?
not gonna.
I don't have a time limit now as long as Iris is alive.
That's true. Oh, that's gonna be nice. If we survive this. As we're walking, yeah, that's it. That's all. Zil just asks that and then glances, and he probably shrugs. And
he kind of gives this look to you like he thought that you knew that his family did
she
that
knows
did weird shit to them.
She knows. She's just mostly curious if he's ever done it. If he knows,
Okay.
That's all.
Jorak's eyes just like slightly nice. Oh my
You're
god, these are
very
vampires.
robot.
Sorry, say that again.
These guys are vampires, he says as his eyes
Divine sense.
slightly glow.
Well,
He
only
doesn't actually. I'm just kidding. I'm just...
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Heracles would probably just kill them.
6 uses primeval awareness.
Wunderbar.
What do lichens count as? Are they aberrations?
I think they're monstrosity.
They're humanoids.
Are they?
Mhm.
That's fucking weird, man.
No.
They're just cursed humanoids, I guess.
I would just detect the undead then.
Did you just divine sense, Dan?
No, primeval awareness.
No, never mind.
It was a joke. I'm not.
He meant Jorak.
No, I meant Dan.
Because I sniffed.
Oh,
I got it.
I like that your divine sense
Thank
is
you.
his nose. Oh,
Appreciate
you silly.
I
mean,
got
I
your
use all
joke,
my-
Dion.
I use all my senses.
You lick them?
Okay.
Something
I
smells
can
fishy here.
taste the air.
Divine sense. You
I
can
do a little
taste them.
snake. I do a little snake taste.
Just grab their arm and give it like a. Drag your tongue across it. Yep, this is a vampire.
Zil reaches into her other bag, her handy haversack, and pulls out a piece of bacon.
Oh, that's gone bad. I would not eat that.
Put it in there this morning.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's...
Restock my bacon, thank you.
Did you wrap it in anything? He says out of character because he would be able to see it.
I just put the whole plate in there. It's a pocket dimension. It's fine.
I don't know why, but that still grosses me out.
Anyway, sorry. We walked to the tomb.
Like
Jorak puts a full sub sandwich back into his haversack.
Yeah.
Screw you. I will have my pocket bacon.
Party sub, not like a.
Yeah, it's like a 12-foot party sub. Like just like slowly starts to put it back in the bag.
He took the mule that was meant for like 15 people, all for himself.
Oh.
God damn it.
Be like, oh, my tots.
What?
Pocket food.
Your tots? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
tots in
yeah.
your pocket.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
Pocket tots.
Okay. Okay, so you guys get to the tomb and
Fucking pocket bacon.
Iskandar pushes it open and descends inside. Followed by everyone at some point. It's a little cramped. It's a little cramped for Iris, but she can.
Yeah, I'll leave my
make
bear
it.
outside.
Zil puts her wings away begrudgingly.
Is Iris following, or is
You say it's cramped?
It would be cramped.
Like, she could do it, but she wouldn't be able to, like,
She couldn't.
sprint or fly or turn.
She wouldn't be able to turn around. But
She
she
would?
could. She would not. But she could walk through it.
Sorry, Iris. It's probably best if you wait here. I know, I hate it as much as you do. Hang out with... Jorik, what's your friend's name?
Oh, do I need to name it?
Technically,
it's
it names
a sentient
itself.
being.
But...
It probably should have... You should probably ask it if it has a name.
I haven't even. I look and ask in Orc. Do you have a name?
Apparently, he doesn't realize he can telepathically communicate with it.
It'll reply, "My name's Smokey."
Sorry, I just had this weird pain at the back of my head.
Oh.
Paylor
Also,
said
don't the urge to light something on fire.
No. Only you can stop that urge.
Fair enough. So I say out loud in Orc just because I never get to use it. Like, just Smokey, just wait here with Iris and don't get into anything.
Yeah, more or
You
less.
say that out loud. Curious.
I say it
Iris,
in Orc.
why don't you hang out and get to know Smokey a bit? I know. They don't speak your language. It's fine.
And then you guys descend into the tomb. When you get down into the entryway, when you guys get down inside the tomb, there's a larger room that branches off, and there's a mural on the wall that shows actually the battle with Shalagengar.
Zill stops for a second and contemplates it.
Iskandar's actually going to walk right up to it. He'll
Is it a likeness? Is it a good likeness?
It does.
Sorry, I had a brain fart. What did we just see?
It's a mural on the wall of the battle with Shalangengar.
Back when right before the Inquisition was founded.
Not the one that's about to happen.
Not the one that's about to happen.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Is it a good likeness?
Yeah, it actually it looks like what you've seen. Iskandar will pull out a metal symbol, which is the Xenos family crest, and he'll place it on the wall in a spot on a shield of one of the people fighting against Shalagengar. When he does, the wall begins to shift and slide out of the way and opens up a hidden compartment. And he'll then turn and go like, "Time to go," and he'll step inside.
Oh, like a secret passage, not compartment. You said compartment, and I thought like a cubby hole.
Big giant compartment full for people.
When you guys step in, it's a round room with symbols drawn all over the floor, circles, consecutive patterns. Very similar to the teleportation circles that you guys use to travel around Haven.
I'm totally picturing Time Lord language right now.
Yeah, pretty much. As everybody enters into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Are there like what's the not sepulcher? Is that what it's called? Sepulchers?
Sepulchers.
Yeah, it's not pronounced how it's spelled.
Sepulcher.
Anyway.
Sepulcher.
Sure.
Those things.
Like holes in the wall with tombs, like
No, this room does not have any.
Okay.
It's just a round dome room with a flat. It's kind of like an igloo from the entryway. Is the best description. It is like a little short hallway and then a round room, our domed room. You all enter into the room and stand around, and Iskander will be like, "Time to go," and he'll activate the teleportation circle.
Okay.
And you
Did
guys,
Heracles like struggle to get into the room at all?
he had to like scrunch down.
He had to walk on his hands and
I
knees.
was gonna say,
Nothing
he
he's not
didn't-
used to.
He didn't get on all fours, did he?
So, and then you guys teleport to an open field area. There's like a cliff face. There's a river running by, but the ground is very dead and dry. There is an obelisk straight up ahead, and there is a ton of statues all scattered around it. Can you guys see the
this-
map?
Yes. Now I can.
So we are up in that upper left-hand corner.
Yes. You guys go ahead and drop yourselves in with Dion's family.
Going down with Dion's family.
I'm bringing Lycanzil out for spiritual weapon or Lycan form just in case.
Okay. God damn it.
Victor!
Get Victor out of here.
So funny.
Okay. Okay. Ugh. Stop putting people that don't belong here.
Hey, you don't know where Bob is.
Just don't stop stressing out the DM.
Don't stop
Okay.
stressing out DM.
Don't, stop
so,
stressing out the DM.
As you guys appear, you see the statues scattered around. They're holding swords, shields. It looks like they were in battle when whatever happened petrified them.
Zil
all
is holding
facing
on
the
to. Oh
obelisk?
my god.
And the obelisk in the center is a jagged stone monolith that rises about 40 feet into the air. And it's made of gray,
God damn it, DM.
greenish. What?
Nothing. I'm trying not to metagame. Sorry. Gray greenish.
Gray greenish stone. This is the best description of what it is, Dion.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just.
Does
Yeah.
Zil know what this is?
This is... Oh, you also see a column of mist heading up into the clouds from this obelisk.
Zil has her hand on the immortal sun and does her like sensory. Well, I guess okay. Not quite close enough, but at least for the people nearby,
Come closer, my child.
Yep.
she can feel the petrification curse.
It's... Let me... Just a second.
So these are all basically terracotta warriors.
That's what it looks like.
Or that one scene in Willow.
They are cursed, yes. It's a type of petrification, but it's not normal petrification.
It's not greater restoration, it's curse.
God tier curse.
No, not God tier curse.
Does she feel like she could take the petrification if she so chose?
Yes.
Into the
Into the immortal sun.
yeah, not yourself. Please don't petrify yourself.
Lol. That would be really bad. A follow-up question
Have
is
you been working
anyone
out, Zil?
doing
You're
or
rock
saying
on.
anything?
Iskander will be like, let's break this curse.
Zil glances around. Well, question first. Are we saving these people as well?
You are welcome to.
They are on our side, or they're fighting each other. Which ones are? Who is who here?
You'll see that they all have symbols from Haven. Most of them are actually appear to be what is it? Blah.
Inquisitors?
Nobles. Inquisition was not founded yet when this battle happened.
Oh shit! These people are thousands of years old. If I revive them, holy shit! Okay, do I see any of the family Xenos by chance?
There's a couple that have the Xenos family sigil.
Like an older version of it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
Proto.
Okay, that's a thing that I can do.
Proto Xenos.
I can basically bring part of your family back. We'll do the obelisk first, but make sure each of them has a complete statue before I...
Oh,
anyway.
Yes, it's quite messy to unpetrify someone who's missing parts. So I've heard.
So I'll set people, anyone who wants to help can put the people back together while I step forward. That's the wrong tool.
So Zorak is banned from helping.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Zorak is the most well-equipped to help with this.
Break someone's head off. Oops.
Yeah, break someone's
So
back.
Jorak and Heracles just stand back and watch.
How tall
We're
is
just
this
sitting
thing?
40 feet.
I imagine that Jorak probably wants to.
6 would help find pieces because he could probably find them better than anyone else.
That's true. Look, here's a pebble. I think it fits here.
People wake up and they have their fingers on backwards and they're the wrong color and.
Lol. So Zill is going to fly up into the air and focus on the curse on the obelisk. And before she removes it, she would like to specifically identify it as much as she can. Because she's been messing around with this thing for a while and feeling out curses and trying to figure things out. She wants to get it, basically identify the curse.
Okay.
Specifically.
Yeah, no, this obelisk is containing the source of the curse that's creating the clouds.
Is it inside the obelisk, or is it cast on the obelisk?
The obelisk is expelling the curse. But it's coming from within.
And then, for Zill's knowledge, does she know why this curse is here? Was this curse placed here intentionally?
From your knowledge of this event, Shalagangar had been running rampant in the Darklands. He had been spreading his curses like a madman, and eventually it was getting to a point that Haven needed to intervene, but they were engaged in a battle with Sulfira and couldn't spare military force. So what was his name? The Xenos that founded the Inquisition.
Legos?
Lagos Xenos got together with
Legos. That's how I remember, man.
Got together with a bunch of other noble houses. They gathered. Basically, he created his own militia out of the noble houses, and they advanced on the Darklands.
Is one of these guys him? Zill would recognize that face immediately.
No, he survived. Because he came back and he became High Inquisitor.
Gotcha. That's right. Where am I? Okay. Before the found. Gotcha. Okay.
These are other lesser nobles, probably. There's probably a couple of relatives of major houses, but
Okay.
But yeah.
So
But when they struck down Shalagengar, he finished placing this curse, and the obelisk grew.
So the other thing I was going to ask is size-wise, how big
Very large.
would this curse be? Okay, so I could tell that the thing was filling up. The immortal sun, I could tell was. Did it have a? I'm sorry, I'm not looking over there. Did it have a capacity? A maximum capacity?
Of how much it can hold.
Yeah.
From your understanding, it can essentially hold everything, but the more it holds, the more likely it is going to spread it out. Share the
It might
load.
leak
It might share the load
with me
with
as the wielder.
people in the radius.
Okay. Are there any enemies
As far as you can tell, no.
in this battlefield? Oh shit. Okay. Zill will.
You could move it to yeah. If you moved the curse, it would continue to function.
No, Zill has a shit ton of curse currently in her thing.
Oh yeah.
If she could place it on, say, a statue of a bad person that isn't going to be revived.
Yeah, you could place it on a statue. You could find one. These all appear to be nobles, but there's some that are more broken than others that might not be able to be revived.
Yeah, before Zill will come back down and say, there's something I need to do before I can safely remove that one. And she's going to go through and she's going to see if there are any that are beyond her ability to physically repair the statue.
Okay. Okay.
Because she has mending. She can, like, arms and hands or something, but like a shattered person, she probably couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Probably some of the ones closer to the obelisk are probably more broken than others because they were in the middle of the fray.
All right. She's going to find the most broken statue she can, and she's going to kneel down while hopefully everyone else is gathering statue pieces. She's going to kneel down, and she's going to say a prayer and a thank you for this person fighting on the side of light, and that she's sorry that this is a burden. Even in their condition, this is a burden that she wishes she'd never had to put onto anybody. And she's going to basically the whole the fertility curse. She's going to put as much of that. Oh my God, 6! Why are you doing this?
You're going to unload it on.
I'm gonna put it on this unfortunate statue. Only if it's absolutely she could not fix it.
Okay. Yeah, no, it would be one that you would not be able to fix.
Okay. But yeah, she's going to.
You're going to unload the Immortal Sun?
Yes, she will keep the werewolf, and she'll keep, like, one copy of the fertility curse.
Okay.
But she'll get rid of the rest.
Sounds good.
And then, once that is done, it'll probably take a few minutes. Once that is done, she will fly back up and she'll do it. She will remove the curse on the obelisk.
Okay.
And it's all very grandiose.
The obelisk crumbles. A couple pieces hit some of the statues around and they break. So this one here, I'll just delete because it's the cursed one. That was too broken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d7 for me.
Oh no! I rolled a 7. They're all
I'm pretty sure
gone.
that's a bad thing.
The rubble from the obelisk just comes down and smashes into them and buries them and breaks them.
Zill's very upset and cries a little bit, and she remembers a very specific dome built out of glass people. And her heart hurts. Her heart hurts a lot.
Okay.
We're really good at dealing with petrified people.
Yeah, right? It's like your weakness or something.
Oof. Anyway, yeah, we will, after that happens, Zill is gonna look up at the sky.
Okay. You'll notice that the mist trail that was going up has ended. The clouds are still there. It's probably going to take some time to disperse, but you can
We
tell
didn't
the
happen to bring any druids with us, did we? She does not say that.
All of a sudden, the rubble begins to shift. Oh, I need to switch layers.
And Zill will make sure that... Fuck.
6. You also see something in the distance.
Zill is going to...
With wings. Approaching.
How many people can I cure in... You said anyone within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes. If we start initiative, it's one person at a time, but I let you do it like really quick with the sea elves because we were not in combat or in and they were traveling with you.
How far, by the way, were we from where we teleported?
You guys teleported right there. That's where you ended up. You have... Jorak and 6 are still standing on where you guys arrived.
How far from where we teleported from?
Oh, you guys are somewhere in the Darklands.
So we're talking very, very far further than
Yes,
she could come.
like weeks worth of travel.
Okay.
Wait, we teleported here?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were like going into a crypt or something.
Yeah, you did.
There was a secret
A secret one-time only teleportation that would take you here should the need arise. It was put there by Lagos Xenos so that he could return when he found a way to break the curse.
So Zill is... Can you see the aura on Zill?
Yes.
That is everyone within 30 feet of her.
So you're going to start carrying?
Yep, she immediately would have started curing.
Okay. I will do a thing here. So,
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go
5,
ahead and
9, 10,
roll.
11, 12, 13, 14. There are 15 within my range right now.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
$16.
Okay. You manage to revive all of them.
Fuck yeah.
So let me just delete them here. I'm just going to delete these. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. That's why it won't let me do that.
And as soon as they're all unpetrified, Zill is going to say, I believe we have incoming. Actually, she would have said that beforehand, but to let the new people know. I believe we have incoming, and she's keeping an eye on the
Did
rubble.
you count this one when you were...
I did not, because it's...
Okay.
I mean, here, we'll use the... Technically, it's in my zone.
Okay, and you did roll higher than...
That's 16.
You
So
rolled 16.
there were 15 that I counted plus that one.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave my 30-foot radius up.
I'm just going to do this, and they all come to, and they're just in a get group over here. We're just going to do that.
Ginormous.
Because I don't want to drop 16 individual tokens. So you guys will gather them up and huddle them over there as they are disoriented and distraught. While that is happening, the rubble is shifting. And
You said I see something.
And there's something approaching. It's drawing in at a fairly rapid speed.
Can I tell what it is?
It'll be there within a minute. It has wings. Black wings.
Not what I asked.
You would have.
Can I tell what it is, though?
Is it a giant humanoid with a almost glaive-like sword? Battle axe?
Might be. The rubble. Let me shift. Let me switch it to the layer. And you see a figure shuffle out of the rubble.
Is it Dagmar? Is it the original Dagmar?
No.
Okay.
It's Shift Z to show. Does that work?
Shift Z.
Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why. I keep forgetting that I shift layers. Shift Z.
Okay. It's a shadowy hooded figure.
Yep.
Does he have a curse?
You're reaching out with the Immortal Sun?
Yep.
He does not. He does not have a curse.
Okay.
He is the embodiment of curse.
Can I absorb him into my...
What does this look like?
A shadow man.
No, this is the hooded figure that
okay.
you have seen in your vision before.
Which
and that you have seen in other dreams and nightmares that have plagued you or in the past.
Me?
Yes.
Fuck, which dream?
This is Shalagengar.
This is actual Shalingengar.
Yes.
So you remember that one time when I was like, the fight with Shalagengar that's about to happen?
Yep.
I didn't mean like this close to about. That's... Fuck.
I wish I could just share I know what I can do. So Zill, you see something different than the others. I'm going to edit so that you can it's in your journal so you can see what Shalagengar looks like.
Damn me directly?
It's in the tokens. If you go under the villains tab, I just saved it so that you can see it.
Villains. Okay. Bruno,
I'm
don't
not
look.
looking.
Excellent. Okay, that's a thing. All right, I'm good.
That is what you see. I'm actually going to save everyone that you guys have seen in the past.
So, I assume that I can't curse him with my item. I just pumped 16 copies of petrification into this motherfucker.
You can attempt to.
Zilla's gonna say that's logically not likely.
He's very tall. When all of a sudden, I think it takes you by a moment to realize, and he'll be like, "Why, thank you." in that voice that you recall from that dream you had.
And I didn't pick this up with my true sight beforehand.
Nope. You definitely saw that there was lots of ghosts and stuff around the area, but besides that, then you see off in the distance the winged figure swoop in. It's actually going to stop right at Shalagengar. Let me switch his layer. There.
Oh, hey, look, I dreamed about him.
Yep.
We're just gonna stand here for a minute until this guy arrives.
It's kind of like this is all happening at once. Like as
You said
Shalagengar,
he was a minute away.
like he was about a minute away. Shalagengar stands up and starts talking as he's approaching.
There is no
And we're
absolute
letting him?
no way we would have given him any time to
Okay.
monologue.
Okay,
Absolutely not.
okay, you guys are welcome.
Zill sees this bitch and immediately unloads.
Okay, Then-
Absolutely.
I mean, we got like literally the most fucking religious family ever back here,
Ooh.
and a
a
literal
literal
demon.
fucking demon.
yeah,
I don't think they're gonna let him start talking to us.
No.
okay, cool. I
He
will.
starts to say thank you and immediately gets fucking punched in the face by the entire Xenos family. And Zill, and Six, and Jorak.
Okay, that's fine.
And a couple healed.
Guys, let's hear him out.
I will beg him.
Let's see what he's got to say.
I will hit you with
Let
mustang.
cooler heads prevail here. right?
Okay, so that's a thing that's happening.
I got to go pull up his stat block.
Exactly. I am not letting this motherfucker monologue.
Okay.
You sly dog.
Yeah, no. You know what made me so sad about that movie? This kid is obviously a tech genius, right? Imagine how much good he could have done in the world if he wasn't a fucking psycho. Wait. Syndrome is one of the twins?
No, I was just gonna say the twins in that one.
If you've been
They're
paying
what?
attention.
No, I know. I get it. It was just really funny, okay? Juxtaposition. Anyway. So are we rolling initiative or what?
Yeah,
Like,
let's just go ahead and do that.
Oh,
Okay, so before we do that, it is 9:20.
Yes, that was why I was going to
Monologue.
bypass a fight here. I was not like I did not like I intended for you guys to possibly fight if you wanted to, but if you guys do not want to fight, there's no fight you have to do here. Just
There's no way that they would let this happen. Like,
okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
that's what I assumed.
Yeah, I seriously doubt any person here would let this guy just fucking start talking.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
I don't know his family that well, but from what I
no,
gather,
like Heracles was probably instantly like on top of this dude.
They're probably already a
Yeah.
werewolf. Let's pull
Yeah.
this out here. Like, there's no way they're keeping that secret at this moment. I
Yeah.
really, 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 really hope he does not go werewolf. The holy fuck.
Okay. So
Anyway.
we don't have to finish the fight if we don't want to.
I got
I
a nat.
feel
20.
like. Well, I don't know.
I'm not going to take it away from you guys if you want to fight. Like,
I feel like we should do the fight. I don't think we should break the fight up into
2 parts.
correct. And I don't think we have time to do it tonight.
Yeah, it's 9:30. I'm okay, but like
I won't be.
he won't be.
By the end of it,
Yeah.
I'm already tired. I won't be okay by the end of it.
I would like it to be known that I got a natural 20 on my initiative. Zill is not having any of this bullshit.
yeah. Oh, I have to go open up another tab real quick to find. I'm just gonna roll initiative for everything.
Okay, and then just save it, leave it as is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll make sure that all my family are character sheets are up to date.
What level are they?
Variety. Some are above us.
I hope
Some are
some of them
above
are
us.
ranged because there's not enough of us to completely surround this guy.
Kind of. Most members of my family use swords. DM, we'll have to talk about Heracles because he's kind of a unique individual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shouldn't he be a large character?
Yeah, he's not taking up not nearly enough space.
Yeah. I kept him as a normal just because, like,
He's more like vertically large,
like
rather than like he's not more than 5 feet wide, so it's hard to.
He's just tall boy.
I mean, he's about 5 feet wide, probably. In all honesty, I mean,
yeah.
but he very much fills the 5-foot cube.
I mean, like, are his arms like 5 feet long though?
Probably.
He might have a 10-foot
So he
reach.
should have like 10
especially-
feet
I mean,
reach.
I'm certain his weapon is considered a reach weapon anyway. So
I mean, if his
So
weapons
he's
are
got 15
claws.
feet reach.
he's basically one-handing a giant naginata.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I mean, it's not.
It's like swinging a toothpick for him though.
Yeah, he's got a tower shield in one hand.
Can Jorak use me as a sword?
Assuming we were expecting to fight, they would be geared up.
yeah, they're.
This is still the same day that I talked to Zoe.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes.
Good thing I don't need any 3rd level spells.
Gods. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I have enough sorcery points that, like,
Yeah.
spell
you
slots
can
isn't
make
going to be a
spell slots.
problem for me.
Yeah.
And the only 2 3-level spells. Oh shit! No, that'll be fine. There is one
Don't worry, you
3rd
have
level spell slot that I need.
Don't worry, you also have those that staff.
My staff.
Which should be fully charged, if I recall correctly.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave my 30-foot aura on forever because so many of my spells have a 30-foot aura
Yeah,
or 30-foot range.
that's what I do with my Echo Knight. I have 2 auras, one for my 15-foot and one for my 30, because I can spawn him within 30 feet, and then I can move him within 30.
There. Can everyone see
No.
my? No, only I can.
You and the DM can see your own auras.
Thank gods, because that's a lot of aura.
That's a large icon.
Yeah, that's all of the people that I unpetrified. I hope
Group
some
of
of them are
3,000
still in
old
fighting
people.
condition.
Probably. They were literally in the middle of a fight, so.
And they're
They've
all
been
fully
awake
limbed.
for like 3,000 years. They have like 6 points of exhaustion.
No,
Look,
they've been
right?
they've been sleeping. That's how that works.
Look, it's Vittore.
Yeah, they got a very, very, very long rest.
Oh shit.
So they're good to go. Okay, so let's get stats for them.
Why does it do that every time I click?
Long rest.
Okay, have you guys
So,
all rolled your initiative?
Yeah.
No.
Make 16 more characters.
Make sure everyone who's within 10 feet of Dion, make sure you add your 10 feet. Make sure you add your shit,
It's fine.
including the
what?
NPCs.
Except
what do
for
we add?
Phil, who's apparently way in front of everyone else.
I had to be close enough to do the obelisk.
You had +5, right?
Yeah, not gonna lie, Dion probably would not have stayed back there, so.
That's fair. You guys would not have
There's
been.
no way Dion would have stayed.
I was picking
far
up
away.
pieces of bodies or something.
Yeah, this
There
is
was
after
not.
everyone's bodies were recollected.
And he probably would have stepped in front of you as soon as this thing showed up, so I'm gonna put him right there.
So how much do I get to my thing?
You know,
5?
good meat shield. Yeah, +5. If you're within 10 feet of me, which is no one but you. Really glad that I took a mounted combatant as my feat for this fight.
Technically, you could still summon her.
No, I can't.
Is
Doesn't
it
take
a
like 10
ritual or
minutes?
is it?
It's a spell that's not a ritual because it's a
10 minutes.
ritual only. Like, it's a 10-minute casting time.
Well, fuck.
Just tell him to hold on to his monologue.
Right. Yeah, like, keep him monologuing.
Hold on.
For
Wait,
10
no.
minutes.
Do we want him monologuing or not? I'm confused.
Yes.
Heracles, hold
Let's
him on
just
for 10
hear
minutes.
him
We're all
out.
going to cast spells.
Sure, I
All
can
right,
Deanna
so-
like wait. Let us summon our mouths.
I have a 26 7 initiative. Thank you, Dion, for being nearby, and I got a nat 20.
I need to
I
roll.
had a 22
Oh,
until
so what's
Dion
your-
said he wasn't close to me.
What's your range on it?
You're the one who didn't keep up. It's only 10
10 feet.
feet. So you
I was
Oh,
told
so
not
I
to
don't
keep
get it.
up.
Well, that's the
It
thing
wouldn't break
is,
people.
I was like over here picking
our
up body
positioning
pieces.
is
or
not where it
something.
actually would have been.
right.
Like we weren't keeping up with where our people were during the RP of that. Realistically,
Yeah.
Whatever.
They kind of were just like... They were kind of just keeping watch. Like, I flanked them out, and they were not wanting to go into the statues until the coast was clear. And then, I guess...
They were helping the statues get out of here,
Yeah.
out of the way.
gonna
I
say-
rolled, but it's not showing up in the.
Did you have your token selected?
I clicked on it before I rolled. I'll do it again, but I rolled a.
You got a
20.
23.18. There you are. You're at the bottom now. I love how it's like Zeltion. And
I'm
then,
also the only one who has decks for tiebreakers, even though that's the way we play.
oh, you got a 0.18 again.
I'm always going to have 0.18
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
until I change my dexterity.
Okay. I moved your family around to where they're gonna be. But
Okay.
let me...
So wait, where was Dion standing before he moved? As soon, because you said he moved as soon as.
Dion would have been. I had Dion standing right here, and the moment a figure emerged, Dion would have stood right there.
Okay.
I don't really turn that on.
You cut out real bad. What?
Where did you turn on the Dex thing in Beyond 20?
On your character sheet, I think. Oh, they added the Radiant Soul thing. You can actually toggle your Radiant Soul on and off, so it'll auto add the damage. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. I don't remember. The heat makes me tired faster, I swear.
Yeah, it has been hot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Aside from my family, I think that's all the initiatives.
Unless you're counting all the people up top.
And the statues that are still statues. Unless those are broken. I don't know who that is. That's not a member of my family. Was that Arania? Did you bring her back?
Well,
Which one? No, that's Alistair.
Oh.
I had to find a different picture because I couldn't find the picture you originally used. So I found one that was as similar as I could.
Gotcha.
all right. So are we fighting today or no?
I'm
I thought
assuming...
we said we
Oh,
were.
no, it's...
No. Okay. So we are prepped and ready. Let's do this next week on D&D.
Yep. One more to roll. Close.
So did we level?
No.
I couldn't even say
What the hell? Are you
We didn't get
kidding? We
2
don't
levels?
level.
Well, I mean, it is
Oh,
platinum.
Dan, you said we can use inspiration every,
Yeah.
whatever, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna use it on my initiative.
Well, I didn't get to use my. Oh
Let me check.
no. I think literally the
mean,
only thing I rolled.
It's the last roll of the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
another one
natural 20,
next-
so.
I mean, I already have advantage on mine, so how would that even work?
DM inspiration is you just get to roll an extra one.
Would Dion have known that we were going to go to a teleporter?
You didn't ask.
But did Dion know that it was a
No,
teleporter?
not
No.
would I have.
You wouldn't have known.
Okay.
You might have.
You think Ixander would have told him?
Iskander
No.
said, "We're about to go. Let's go to the tomb," and that's all. And you guys didn't question it.
I don't know. I feel like that's a really, like...
It's our.
There's a ton of context missing when you say stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Sorry.
That's all.
Sorry.
It wouldn't matter if it wasn't, we would change our decisions based on it.
Yeah, that's why I was saying that your mounts could go. I guess should have said. Do you want to bring your mounts? Is that what you're saying?
I would have
Okay.
had I known that we were going to teleport like more than a mile away, kind of a.
Gotcha.
But she could physically fit into there. I was more worried about like her maneuvering within the tomb.
No, that's why I was trying to say she could get in there and everything. If you guys want to bring your mounts, I'll let you. Like, we've only done like a couple minutes since the teleport.
I was hoping that I could fix it, but it's...
What are you trying to fix?
So we bought this chair, and I'm trying to at least pull it back in. We got this chair, and there is a built-in footrest. We got this chair like less than a week ago still, and it is already falling apart.
Oh no!
And it's so bad, we're gonna be sending it back.
Is it like a reclining chair?
No, it's. I mean, it reclines, but there's
It's
this
a
footrest.
gaming chair.
Yeah, there's a footrest that comes out that is already falling apart. The
It's
chair is
crooked.
inherently lopsided.
Hmm.
It doesn't have an axial tilt, and the center of gravity is so far back that if you're not sitting with your ass in the crack between the back and the seat, you're gonna fall out of it.
And the padding is shite. Like it feels like you have a metal plate like right up your butt.
It's true.
Okay.
It's not great.
Okay. So we're gonna
Anyway.
end the session here then.
Bye, Bob, not Bob, Tom, and not Tom, and others.
We're gonna end it on a metal plate up your butt. Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, baby.
Okay. Have a good night, guys.